Is your girl Survivor Speaks, and I'm back with another live. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Is my stuff is connected? Cause I don't hear. 1 minute, y'all. Y'all know it wouldn't be me if I wasn't struggle streaming. No, it is connected. I don't know what's going on here though. What up, what up, what up, y'all? It is your favorite girl, your favorite breast cancer survivor speaks back with a live. So today, y'all, child, I don't know what we woke up to. For always, I see you in the chat. Thank you for being here for always. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me for always. Because for some reason I'm not hearing the hold on a minute. Let me just get to the video because I thought I had it up. All right, it says I'm live. It's telling me that you guys can hear me. Please just smash that like button if you're here's a free way to support the channel. For always, can you hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me before I begin to put one. Okay, you can hear me. I just checked it. So what's up, y'all? I don't understand what's going on while my music ain't playing. No, I hope this is not a but anyway, let me get to it, y'all. Well, the reason why we here, y'all, listen. I woke up this morning. I wasn't even on thinking about going live. I had my day structured differently, but here we are. So I don't think Blueface realized. Bluefaces, y'all. I'm just gonna let y'all know from the top. If you hear me, blue, I call Blueface blue feces. I because I can't stand nothing about I can't stand nothing about him. I don't like nobody and job. I don't about him one way or another or Bravo. So I'm gonna say those two. As far as blue feces and because I don't know for the sake of this video, I'm gonna say I was just getting ready to say, you know what? I feel bad for Jade. Kind of feel bad for Jaden until I saw she played up with me after he dropped that daggone video. Y'all, what in the it is so much here. So we train between Jaden, his mother, and the other people that are connected to this situation, right? I'm purposely not mentioning by name the other person because she has nothing to do with this, and I'm pretty sure that there will be enough that will spin a narrative to bring her into this. Anyway, nothing to do with her. So I refuse to even mention the name here. Those that are here, they know it is going in and out. Let me. I'm going to refresh back. I don't want anything to go in and out. I want you to be able to hear. I'm not sure. People wait a while before they jump into the chat, start chatting. That's what the video is about. I shout out to my people over on Twitter. If you're watching there, I do ask that you come and jump over here and hit the like button on YouTube for free way to support the channel to get back into the rhythm. But because my moderator is telling me that the audio is, I am going to do a refresh, and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere, because I am going to come back to refresh so that you guys can hear me without it being choppy. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll put this up while I'm and it's going to take just a couple minutes. But it will tell you all the ways that you can support the show. Family. So now, how does it sound now? For always. Um, it was muted. I had it muted over here, and so now it should be on the correct setting. So yeah, for always, I'm gonna wait until you. I'm gonna continue the show until you let me know how it sounds now. I did go ahead and adjust it, and I reset. Hopefully, it's okay. I will be giving away 5 memberships to anyone that's YouTube actually makes the selection of who gets the membership. So at one point in the show, I will be giving away the 5 memberships. I like to do it early on because then sometimes I just forget. Blame it on my chemo fog brain. That's not going anywhere. I'll have that life. But anyway, okay. Thank you for always. It's clear. So let's get back into this, right? So we know that Jaden and Blueface were together for a very long time, and they're no longer together anymore, right? So let me just give you the backstory really quick. So, um, is this just another, social media gimmick as it relates to the two? I definitely don't think that it is, to her. Um, I do have some empathy for Jay and Alexis, and I know that the people that know me and know who I rock with and what I rock with and what I stand for, she has been, she has a lot of people fooled. Um, Everybody thinks she's the perfect person. She has done a lot of things that people close their eyes to. She doesn't like African American women, regardless as to what you see on the internet, who you see her hanging with. Of course, she's going to hang and be with Blueface's family because they're his family. She doesn't like, African American women, but she likes the African American D. So I said what I said, and that's just that. But in this case, did she deserve what happened to her here? And in this case, ladies, if you have been watching this and you have ever experienced a mother like Blueface's mother, Car Cuckoo, do not take any advice from her. I'm going to just tell y'all what I think about her. And y'all can do what with it what you will. I'm just speaking facts. I'm really unbiased when it comes to anybody on that side. I don't really. I have one opinion. I can't. I don't like none of them. How about that? So I don't really have a vested interest in this when it comes to the circus on that side. And even though I am a supporter of the other person that I'm going to leave nameless on purpose, I am able to totally remove her from a situation she has nothing to do with here. She has nothing to do with this. And neither are the thoughts and opinions of mine. This video is, I'm doing celebrity reporting in this video. I'm definitely doing education in this video. And he's showing you a couple of things in this video, education wise, for some women that are out there struggling to make smart choices about what's going on with them. I'm a little, more seasoned, so nobody has to agree with the way I'm thinking. We can agree to disagree, and you can leave comments in the chat. We could talk about it as long as it's done respectfully, because if it's not, it's just going to be removed. You're going to be blocked. Another thing I'm going to say, do not post any comments about a child in my comments, and I'm talking about negative comments about children. We do discuss over here, and I'm gonna say it in this video only because it happened as part of this video. I think that it's wrong, and I think that the adults, the alleged adults, and I said alleged adults because they act like high school teenagers, to be honest with you. How they're inserting these children and not protecting these children from all of this drama and content that they make money from, and don't care about using all of these children to do it. I feel bad for every last child that's in this situation, because they have already been screwed and not given a chance, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse. Blueface is unhinged because he's out here dishing out all of these things that he wants these women to take from to take, but he cannot take when the tables are reversed. And lately, Jade and Alexis, and I'm going to give her props on this one, she has been turning it up on him. He doesn't like it. She has stepped into a new independence. He doesn't like it. The mistake that Jaden keeps making is you keep getting in the bed with your enemy. Blueface is now your enemy. He does not have anything nice to say about her. I'm going to put a spin on this. I don't think that anybody is catching him. The reason why he is now, there's several reasons why he's lashing out on Jaden. But there's a bigger picture here as to why he's mad and why he's trying to turn the tables. And each time that he tries to turn the tables, it winds up backfiring in his face, and you can best believe Blueface is a narcissist. He's unhinged. He's immature. He doesn't have a moral compass in his body. And he is the only one that can sit around with a 304 that he is pouring all of this quote unquote love into while gaslighting her, turning on her, loving on her, all at the same time. And she is so desperate that she allows it to happen. She allows him to use her as content as he sees fit, not just her, but her child as well. And that I'm talking about Nevaeh. Do I feel sorry for Nevaeh? Not at all. Not one bit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how pregnant she is. I don't care about none of that. I don't feel sorry for her. She raised her hand. She volunteered to be in this situation. She's thinking that Blueface has all this money because he's fronting, as his money relates. But there's a whole trail that Blueface is going through a whole lot right now. And he fumbled the person who's making the biggest bag. She refuses to play with him on his time and the way he wants to. So he continues to disrespect, deny, and make fun of, that person in every situation. Like I said, don't want to really bring her into this. She has nothing to do with this. Right? So what did we wake up to this morning? We woke up to a very disturbing video that cannot be played here, that has since been taken down, but it's too late. People have it. People have the screenshots. Some people have the full 3-minute video. Guess what Blueface just did? In his, where's my censor thing so y'all, so I can censor. In his, he just wrote himself a free ticket back to the jail cell. Now, some people think, and we know, Jaden may not go that far as to report that he shared revenge corn of her on Twitter. And the California law says she does not have to. Anybody can report it. I don't know if you've seen the people already putting up the information to who his parole officer is, the number to the parole officer or not. Let me pull it up because I want you to see what the law in California is. I don't want you to take my word for it. Let me show you what the law about revenge corn in California is. Give me 1 second. Um, so the video that you do see that is totally blurred out on the thumbnail, that is a screenshot from the video that has been removed. It's totally blurred because, yeah, it's he put it up there. He put it up there. Oh my gosh, the daggone ring bell is so sensitive. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. He put it up there and it's unblurred, out loud, and living in color 3 something in the morning when he should have been home with Nevaeh. Then he said he promised to stay home with Nevaeh yesterday. He promised her he wasn't going to go out. He couldn't do it. You over there at Jaden's house. I'm going to show y'all the clips. Don't worry about that. I am going to show y'all the clips. So first, let's take a look at this this definition. I'm going to bring it over here so y'all can see that I am reading from the law in California. Let's read it together, because he does not understand, or he probably didn't care. Or not. Narcissists normally, they act out of sometimes just instinct. I don't know. They just they don't think before they act. And he's been doing this for years. And I know what he's going to say. I know it already. Somebody hacked his account and posted it. He tried it when he did what he did. When he posted something before, they do have a way to tell whether or not somebody hacked into your system. Nobody hacked into Blue system. He put that up. So you were both, and then to mock her afterwards, because she sleeps, and a lot of times she sleeps so hard she does not know that he is videoing her, and she's knocked out in the video, and he's out here. I'm gonna share what he posted to his page. He took the video down, but he left those posts up. But let's read this law first. All right, here we go. So it says California law strictly prohibits the distribution of non-consensual, actually explicit images, often called revenge corn on the cob. Y'all know we can't say the real word over here on YouTube. So the state enforces both criminal penalties and civil liability against anyone who shares intimate images without the explicit permission of the depicted individual. Criminal penalties. Statute. The primary criminal law is outlined under California Penal Code 647. The offense is, it is a misdemeanor to intentionally distribute or display private images, which include photographs, videos, or digital content of another person's intimate body parts or actual acts without their consent. The criteria: the prosecution must prove that the material was intended to be kept private, that the defendant intended to cause serious emotional distress, and that the victim actually suffered such distress. I'm going to show you all a video in a minute of how it bothered her when she found out that this was shared. So why do we see her laying next to him today? we don't know. There can be, and there has been talk that he was let into the house by his son, and she doesn't even know that he's there. I'm not too sure about that. I have a different outlook on why she let him in. Okay, so statute. Under California Civil Code 1708.85, survivors have the right to pursue civil lawsuits against the offender. Damages. Victims can sue for general, special, and punitive damages, as well as seek injunctions, court orders, forcing the offender to stop distributing or remove the images. It's already removed. Statute of limitations. Civil claims generally must be filed within 1 year from the date the victim discovered or reasonably should have discovered the unauthorized distribution. All right, so let me say something. I'm gonna put another question here. Can someone other than the victim report the crime? Let's see what it gives us. All right. Y'all see me, I'm typing in real time. No, get out of here. Yes, anyone can report the crime of non-consensual image sharing, revenge porn in California, not just the victim. So it is not just limited to the victim. I'm not going to do it. There's enough people that are doing it. I already saw that. They did. They already knew who he was. They already saw that. So who can report? Witnesses, friends, families, or acquaintances who see the images online or receive them can report the incident. Anonymous tipsters or concerned citizens can contact law enforcement if they discover the material. Y'all, these people are already hard at work. And guess what? I'm just reporting on it. I'm not about to call no po-po. I'm not getting that far into it. I don't normally insert myself in po-po activity. It's especially when it don't have nothing to do with me. Okay. So investigation needs. While anyone can initiate a report, police will ultimately need to interview the actual victim to build a case. She's probably not going to make herself available. I'm not sure how strong she feels about this, but I do know that she was very upset when she found out that this had dropped. Her friend told her she was actually on a live stream on Kick. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. So, proven lack of consent. The law requires proving that the victim intended for the images to remain private and did not consent to their distribution. I don't even think she knew that this video I'm not going to say she may have known that this video was out there, because clearly when she was performing what word am I going to use here? Because let me tell you what she was doing in the video. What was she doing in the video? She was giving a little sloppy toppy to Blue's ex-best friend. And it was a situation where this guy was with Blueface on a daily basis. They found out that the mother of the ex-best friend had relations with Blue. Once he went to jail, they found that out. And I guess these two figure this is how they was getting their lick back. Now it's coming back years later to bite Jaden in the butt. I don't think Bravo cares. But anyway, so victim participation. Prosecutors rarely move forward with criminal charges if the victim refuses to cooperate or participate in the investigation. This is a tough spot for her to be in because he is the father of her children. She had went 2 years, and her children went 2 years without having him in his life. But we know that the time that he spends with them now is selective. He is very hard to deal with. You go from degrading this woman to being with this woman on Father's Day, taking photos with your children, and you see them out as a family. She has on his suit jacket, and it looks, beautiful. That is what a narcissist does. Their image means a lot to them. So it's all performative. The only people who are losing are the children at this point. And I feel bad for each and every one of the children that's involved and that's attached to him. We know that there is a child on the way, that he is over there playing house with the mother, and the child could be 1% his. But there's also another young lady who did a gender reveal yesterday online. I do believe that is Blue's child, and she reported that she's having a girl. So shout out to her and congratulations to her, because he already said he's not going to be in that child's life. But I do believe the child is his. But anyway, just my thoughts from watching all of this unfold. So, how to help if you are reporting: do not reshare, do not forward, text, or email the explicit images to others, as this could technically violate the law. Take screenshots, which everybody has taken screenshots and blurred it out. Capture evidence of where the images are posted, including URLs, usernames, timestamps, and accompanying text. This is trending on Twitter right now. So, preserve metadata, keep any original messages or file details intact to help police trace the source. If you are planning to report this for someone, let me know. If you need information, well, that's what they're telling me. So, and they give you, they even tell you how to contact cybercrime divisions in California, ways to support the victim through the reporting process, anonymous reporting options like cyber tip line if minors are involved, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to make sure that we covered that part of it, to show you that it is against the law to do what he did. Now we're going to go over here. Let me see. We're going to go over to where's my IG? I'm going to show you a clip. Shout out the person that shout out to Blue Clips over here on Instagram. He is always getting clips that you may not see. And so I'll have to add Blue Clips down in the description box. And Blue Clips is spelled Blue Clipped is spelled BLUECLIPED. Go over there and give them a follow on Instagram, because he does everything concerning Blueface. He posts everything concerning Blueface. And so let me bring it over here so you guys can see this clip of Jaden. She was on her Twitch, and her best friend also helps her with a lot of different things. She actually saw the video, and then she alerted Jaden that the video was happening, was being shared. And Jaden, you can hear for yourself how that went. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it over here. All right, so there we are. All right. So blue clip, that is the information right there. So let's get the video on.
Happened. So how could you say something that never happened? What is going on, you guys? Like, fuck. This is so lame. Y'all always know how to ruin a vibe. What? What? Where's my mic? Where's your mic? Both of them. Where's your mic? I don't have one. It was in the box the whole time? What? You're scaring me. Mute it. Wait, ow. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Wait, it was muted. Can y'all hear me? Bro, they said we can hear you. Hold on. No, they can hear us. Oh, I forgot we're on the phone. Oh, duh. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay, wait. How do we mute it on here? Wait, hold on. Mute.
They're gonna come back now. This is where I need you to watch. It's gonna go back. She muted it for right now. But they're gonna come back on, and well, she's not gonna come back on, but Sam is. Just give them a minute there. She's gonna come back on.
Everything. Ciao, we gotta go. We'll see you later. Send me the fucking clip.
So they ended.
I'm not buying that.
So Sam came back on and Sam ended the video. I'm pretty sure that Jaden was devastated once she saw what was showed. But this is the issue. I'm going to show you the issue about why this all makes you look sideways after, you may have felt sorry for her because in that moment she had nothing to do. I know that they plan clips and all this other stuff a lot. They plan out stuff for it to go, but that was not planned. So let me go to what is so crazy after seeing that clip. So this is Blueface. Clearly, Jaden is asleep. But here is Blueface taping her, making a mockery out of this. This is definitely after the video was showed of her doing what she was, what she did with his, the corn. This is Blueface trolling now because this is what he does because he's an immature piece of garbage. Anybody that supports him has an issue. Anybody supporting him has an issue. He needs to keep being exposed. He is a horrible person, and that's just my opinion. And I have reasons why I feel the way I feel. He is destroying multiple children's lives, and the sick thing is they are all his children, with the exception of one. But let's see what he.
You gonna treat the hoe like a princess. I'm gonna treat her how she's supposed to be treated. School crib. Welcome to the circus. Stupid.
Oh yeah. Now
For the all-nighter?
look at this.
Me too.
All nighter. Now he's in the bed with Jada.
What should we do? I'm sleeping. Alright, come on. Let's play catch. How long is it gonna take the dog up, bro?
Like, 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
But it goes faster.
Alright, bet.
That is the sickest thing ever. So his son said he pulled it. He said, "You did, I did too." Are you kidding me? That's the issue. The other issue is that his son is old enough and is always online. So when he says he pulled an all-nighter, he was online, access to every social media platform that anybody else has. We're not even sure whether or not that young man saw that video. Because he can definitely read. So he does follow his father's Twitch. He watches his father on Twitch, Kick, wherever he is. He watches him and he doesn't care. Because the stuff that he puts on his Twitch and his Kick is the things that he streams is problematic for a child. And instead of, I don't think that he should be able to watch his father on these things. That Jaden needs to, remove him from, being allowed to watch his father's streams. Because his father's stream should be 18 years and older only. And he should have no access, because the things that he's sharing on his Twitter and his Kick is offensive to a lot of adults. But this is horrible, y'all. It was a 3-minute tape of this girl in a sexual act with somebody else, all because this guy is jealous, all because he's mad. And the reason why he is mad, let me show you why he is mad. First of all, he's mad because, I'm going to just tell you while I find the clip. He's mad because Jaden is moving on. She's embracing her independence. This man is on live stream with a woman, not every day because of a dog, but he's on live stream with somebody that he's claiming he's in love with. They're getting married. You're spending money on this girl, giving her thousands and thousands of dollars monthly. You're not contributing to your children's well-being or life. And so, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So let me show you the video of where Blueface was covered the video. We're going to be using a clip from the Hunch 2.0. Let me just make sure there's no music. If there's music in this video, I won't be able to use it because YouTube will strike my video down. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Okay. So no, it's no music in it. So let's bring it over here. Let me make sure from the beginning. If you get a chance, please go over to the Hunch 2.0. Give her a follow. She follows up on everything. Blueface and Nevaeh, Jade and Alexis, whenever something of this magnitude may happen with her. She used to cover Jade and Alexis when they were together. But they're not together. And Jade and Alexis. So she doesn't report all the time on Jaden. But more so right now, Blueface and Nevaeh. She has excellent content over there on her channel. I've been rocking out with her for a very long time. And yeah, she has this video up. So this is the video where Blue was out at an event with Ray J and them. So you're going to hear Ray J talking over him, but he shows no sympathy, empathy, or anything for. He's just letting it know, right out. Well, she should know that.
Fucking and all these other streamers.
Hey, Chad.
I like Ben and Don.
Did y'all know that Bravo fucked Jaden?
When I got knocked out, he was just playing. I guess,
hey, Bravo sent me a video of him fucking Jaden.
My favorite people, Kevin Hart.
Bravo sent me a video of him fucking Jaden.
Dean, AB, those are my favorites.
His baby mama way better at fucking.
What a fucking
this
guy,
is so
man.
weak.
He's like,
I wish I could show y'all.
He got the Barbie doll. He got Barbie and Ken. Bro, he's Ken. Ryan Garcia's Ken, huh?
How did it feel to get hit?
See Sal.
Hey, Bravo.
With the 35 gifted.
Okay, so he can act like he's okay with what he's seeing. All he wants for. I know that he is pissed. And the reason why. So he's saying that Bravo actually the person that's in the video. The issue with Bravo sharing the video is that if Jaden didn't consent to him sending this video, now Bravo could be, in trouble as well. Because I was, I thought that's what I heard him say when I first looked at it. But, so Bravo is the person that's actually in the video, still does not get Blueface out of hot water. And Blueface, you already admitted on video, and it is everywhere in every state. You said Bravo sent you a video with your child's mother, and you wish that you can show the video. So when you say that, we already know that wrong. But you go ahead because you cannot resist, and you share the video anyway. Jaden, y'all saw Jaden's reaction to seeing the actual clip of her in the act on YouTube. He left the video up for about an hour. So for an hour, people were screenshotting the video, making sure they got a copy of it because they knew it was going to come down at some point. And it's actually trending on Twitter. If somebody recorded the video and did not share it from Blueface's link, but they screen recorded it, more than likely that video is going around Twitter, if you will. I don't want to see the full video. I don't. But for the sake of, making my thumbnail, I just blurred what was in the video, the screenshot out, and blurred everything. You can't, you could just see her forehead. Just to, it is something that happened. So there's several things that come to mind when it comes to this, right? So Blueface had already started disrespecting Jaden out loud. I mean, and it got really, really bad. He's upset because when he was incarcerated, Jaden was not putting any money on his books. She has 2 children here out here that she has to provide for. He likes to tell the story that he left her with 40. He's claiming $90,000 because he paid up her rent for, first he said 6 months. She said he paid the rent up for 4 months. And she had to still take care of the children. She wasn't getting any other support from him or anybody else. So she needed her money to take care of her kids. And no, she wasn't going to be putting anything on his books. So he's upset about that. He's saying that she left him for, she left him in there to rot, basically on his own. And basically, what did he say? He gave you that money, but yeah, I wanted you to put money on my books using some of the money that I left for you, that I said I left for you and the kids. Now he think that she should have put the money on his books. Even though we know that Krishan, I didn't want to bring into this, but anyway, she was kind of taking care of him, paying all of his bills out here. For the majority of the time that he was incarcerated. And because she stopped at the very end, he's holding that against her. Like he's disrespecting them, yet uplifting a 304. I was going to make a video 304 because yesterday he tore her a new one, crying. Then she threatened to unalive him. Carlissa, what you got to say about that? Not only did she threaten to unalive him, yesterday she physically hit him. And everybody saw it. Me is when he strikes back, I don't condone DV. I'm a survivor myself, but you cannot put your hands on a man and expect him not to hit back. We already know how he rolls. He's on parole. He's trying not to go back, to the pen. But this girl has been pretty aggressive lately. And yesterday online, she put the pause on him. So he showed great restraint, but he was just, he cussed her out. He was doing the most. The hunch me have it on here. As long as there is no music playing, I'll just show it here. I was going to make a video, but I really want to stay on the topic of Jaden first before I show you that. I can show you that at the end. Hopefully I remember. Just right here, at this point, I'm going to say, if you're new here, you just jumped in on the video, please hit the like button. It's a free way to support the show. Share the video out. Let the people know that I am live. You can have dialogue in the chat. I love to hear your thoughts on this topic and what we woke up to today, and what you think. And as far as the children go, I have already spoke about what bothered me was the video that he goes live in Jaden's bed after posting a revenge corn video of her, a 3-minute revenge corn on Twitter at 3 something in the morning. And he should know that there are people of all types, to all times of the day. There are different time zones where people are on Twitter. They are very public. People know who he is. He is a Z-list celebrity, so people definitely know who he is. Jaden has made a name for herself. We already know who the players are, and the fact that he decided to post the video because he's such a biatch is crazy work. Like I said, there are people, you can go and see videos everywhere of people sharing his parole officer's information, people sharing numbers to report the fact that he did post his revenge corn on the cob. And that's for if you're watching on Twitter. If you say it's words you can't say over here on YouTube, so we say corn. And then I like to take it a step further and say corn on the cob, because YouTube just be striking that down stuff for anything. So corn on the cob. So he posted this 3-minute video of her. We saw how devastated she was. Now, where does you see the thumbnail? Put where does Jay, the rapper, come into all of this? Jay is a rapper that collabed on a single with Jaden. They have publicly been seen together on stream cooking for him. They've been seen in the club, and of course they have a new single. They both have made it abundantly clear that they are not romantically linked up. However, there is a lot of people that kind of like them together when they see them. So, people are responding that, they make a good couple. She deserves a nice, guy in her life, and all of the things. Blue is watching. Of course, he's watching her screams. Of course, he's stalking her pages. Of course, he's buzzed. He cannot take what he dishes out. And not only that, is a cutie. And the name that calls him she calls him her fine-ish. That's the name that she calls him. Blue's ego is deflated. Seeing all of this stuff, seeing all of the clips everywhere of the two of them interacting with each other and things like that. When I tell you that Ja is a cutie, let me go and bring over a clip to show y'all who I'm talking about. I think they have great chemistry, not, trying to put them together or anything. I'm just saying what, based off of the clips that I do see, that they have a great chemistry, together. You know what? Maybe I'll go to, instead of going there, let me see. Let me do this. All right, I'm gonna go here and bring up just some shorts that they have of them together. They're really cute shorts. Blueface is I think he kind of knows, people really like this guy. And even though you can tell that he's doing what everybody else does, he's not backing down. He is actually trolling, Blue, in some cases, right along with Jaden. Like, he doesn't owe him any loyalty or anything like that. Basically, him and Jaden they're watching, they're making money together. Um and so, yeah, they're promoting their song, they're promoting their music, and why should he care? Jaden is single, but she keeps entertaining, and that's what she is going to have to, if nothing else comes of this incident. She should know she's going to have to um find a way to co-parent with Blue, and have someone else. Okay, so on streamer, I'm using this short for edges, and I am doing commentary to it. And he has on this video that Jaden links up with Blueface's op. So I'm just gonna show you this video because you can see oh, it's Kai. I done called him Jai. Kai Cans, in all his cuteness. He's gorgeous. And she's been hanging with him all week. They've been streaming together all week. And like, they kind of have, with them. So shout out to T1 streamer. As a matter of fact, let me subscribe because this is my first time seeing realizing or seeing his video. So let me. All right, okay, for always, that's fine. So this is the young man on the video that is Kai Cans. Where I got Jai from. No wonder I couldn't find Kai Cans. And this is a video of him and Jaden. So let's take a listen and look at this.
Last year I had fun on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Well, then what? I don't know why I switched to that.
What things you can teach me?
Shit.
Things you think?
You might learn something new every day.
Oh. I didn't realize they had music. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can turn the music down because YouTube be tripping when it comes to me. I cannot afford, so we won't be able to. So basically, I'm just going to show the chemistry between the two of them. Cause yeah, he's a cutie. Look at, let me stop the video on him. Like, he definitely is not a Blueface, baby. Definitely is a looker. The cutie, nice teeth. He getting an apron because they did a cooking stream. Another clip of him. Their little video that they have is also, it's cute. And like I said, when you see them on camera together, I'm just looking at the visuals, body language, and everything, and they do have a nice vibe going on between the two of them. Blueface is definitely upset about this one. So they're saying that, yeah, on this angle here when she was dancing in front of him. I thought this was the cutest thing. I'm gonna share this again because even though I don't really care for her, I love this for her. She's been through the ringer. I think she's been groomed by Carlissa, groomed by Blueface, and it's good. It's refreshing to actually see her stepping into her own. The only mistake that she's making continuously is that she sleeps with Blueface. I'm going to tell y'all what I think about that in a minute. I'm going to tell y'all what I think about why she still sleeps with Blueface and she's not telling it on stream. So I wanted to just show this part of it. They are having like a great time together. And even though, allegedly he's supposed to be an op of Blueface's, it doesn't look like anything is forced to me when it comes to the two of them when they're together. I've seen several clips of them. So now let me address what my thoughts are as it relates to Jaden sleeping with Blueface. If you don't know, Blueface is kind of a stalker, right? They want you to believe what they want you to believe, but we know what we have seen in the past on screen, stuff that he's sharing, because everything is content to him. And so we saw that Jaden was not someone that used to be online consistently until now. She does have her Twitch channel. She does have fans that don't play about her, regardless as to what we feel and regardless as to who we support. She has very loyal fans that don't play about her, and they donate and contribute to streams. I don't follow her on Kick. I don't watch any of her. I don't follow her on any channel. I think I may follow her on Twitter. I'm rarely on Twitter though. And I thought I had unfollowed her for reasons of my own. I just think that people give her a pass for things that they shouldn't. And then, especially when she cursed her daughter out, was that last week and a half ago? I'm definitely against that. But I am I am a girl's girl. And even though I don't like her and she does not care for African American women, when a woman is winning, you'll never hear Survivor speak saying, "Oh, I wish she was doing bad or worse than what she is." No, I'm going to always cheer and champion that because I am a girl's girl and I do see where she is. The issue and problem that I do have with her is that every time something happens to you, you somehow bring in Blueface's baby mother. You have talked recklessly on her, and she has nothing to do with a lot of these things and instances that are happening between Jaden and Blueface. You continue to just every time something happens with you, somehow you drag her into it. Then your fans start. She has nothing to do with anyone at the time, but you hide behind that because you already know that as soon as you say her name, your fans support you. They jump right in and join the narrative that has nothing to do with her, and then you drag her in, you drag her child into nothing to do with her. I don't like that about her. What they're doing, it is their go-to whenever they're backed up against the wall. I don't. That's the second. I don't like her, but in addition to the first reason, she like African American women. She said it out of her own mouth. Nothing to me is something that I witnessed her say in real time. And so it's not lost on me. I'm not going to like for somebody that doesn't like me. But I know it sounds crazy when she's winning and she's able to make a bag for herself. And every time she takes a step to of empowerment for herself, against Blueface and everything that he's trying to tear her down from, I'm going to secretly cheer for her in my head, like, yeah, Jaden, go. Even though I don't like the bitch. I'm just a woman's. I'm just about that empowerment thing. That I can't go against that. I'm never going to. I want her to win for her children. But every time you take 10 steps back forward, you take 100 steps back because you keep letting this man play in your face. And you keep allowing his monster, because mother, I don't know if I can give her that. You keep allowing her to also manipulate you into remaining a part of this effed up family. Blue don't even freak with his mother like that. But she does not want you to elevate past anybody like her son. So she holds you here. And she showed you just how fast she's willing to turn on you today. But shout out to Jaden. I gotta shout out in when things is going on and people are making a statement. When I tell you this girl now she has fans that don't play about her, and they are hitting car cuckoo in the pockets. They did not waste any time. Car cuckoo called her supporters, and she didn't realize that Jaden's fans, because I'm not disrespecting them and calling them that. That's what she called them. She didn't realize that Jaden's fans don't play about her, and that a lot of Jaden's fans support 6 because of Jaden, and her Patreon because of Jaden. So when Car Cuckoo put her foot in her mouth, as she always does, guess what, Jaden's? They all started unsubscribing from 6 from her Patreon, and they notifications that says you have unsubscribed to 6 name her Patreon's pages. And people was like, oh, if I am going to mention her here because I need to make this point, and it needs to be heard loud and clear. Oh, if Prashan's have done that, she would have been canceled. Newsflash: a lot of people that support her don't follow Car Cuckoo. And newsflash: Car Cuckoo has been filling it in the pockets because a lot of Krishan supporters are in a blackout where they don't even click on anything of hers to give it a click, a view, or anything. So her numbers have declined because a lot of people don't even watch it if you are a Krishan supporter. If you are a Krishan supporter, no. We may have one person that may review and share something that she may have said, and the supporters may share it or react to it from a reporter, one of the supporters of hers that report from both sides, but she's not getting the credit for it, though. They're getting the credit for it. So they totally have a blackout going when it relates to Carlissa. Nobody is clicking in her stuff from the Krishan supporter end. So yeah, that's why you don't see that, because most of her supporters never supported her real supporters never supported Car Cuckoo. And now You have even, the people that were sharing things that, from when she posts. Now they don't even go over there to get the content. They get it from one supporters page that reports both sides unbiasedly, and they'll get the clips from him. I have to share it that way. So she's already, without her even knowing or realize, well, she realized it because she came out one day and said, you know what? Oh, that girl's supporters are crazy. I'm no longer speaking on her at this point. I'm somebody that supports me not to report on her. Lies. You still dragging her. We do understand and catch the subliminals that you do say out here in these streets, and we don't rock with it. And so, but Jaden's fans, like I said, shout out to them because they did support her because of, but her fans went bonkers yesterday, massively and posted to their social media pages what they did. Let's give them a round of applause. Round of applause up to them for that. So that is how Kai Cans fits in this equation, in the equation, and this is part of Blueface's meltdown. He got a whole woman at home. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? He is definitely mad at baby number one, mother number one, and baby mother number two, even though now today he's saying that baby mother number two is not his baby mother again. Well, Blueface, we tired of the narrative. We are tired. If you had any proof that that baby wasn't yours, it would be plastered all over the internet. The simple fact that you are a deadbeat and you are lying and you are jealous, you have nothing but malice in your heart. It's a shame. He doesn't care. People need to. I could do a video on a narcissist. That would be a whole nother thing, because it is a lot of moving parts to a narcissist, and I'm just going to just give you this one part, and trust and believe me, I know, because I was dealing with a narcissist for 10 years and I didn't realize he was a narcissist. 10 to 12 years he was a narcissist to around year 8. And when I tell you it is some demonic, the way they think, it is demonic and evil. I'm still healing. And when spins a block, they don't even realize that karma spent the block because they're so narcissistic that they're going to blame something else for the karma that they are getting. And that's just that. They don't care about anybody, including their children. Everything is performative. That's why Blueface is able to be out here free, not incarcerated, and not even see his children for weeks at a time. With his children, everybody's, oh my God, he's such a good father. Oh, he's this and that. Nah, he's a piece of shit. He's a deadbeat. He shows the little boy that he's in the house with more love than he shows his own children, more affection than his own children. And that is just the bottom line, and that's the truth. It's right there in front of your face. People need to take off the blinders and look at the videos for what they are. Look how affectionate he is with a child that isn't his, and then look at the affection that he shows his own biological kids when he's with them. It don't add up. It does not add up, and I'm not impressed. Sorry. You got to get up on a different day to get one over on Survivor Speaks. I'm just on a whole different level. You guys have not seen that part of me, but yeah, I'm not with none of the ish. I'm really a no nonsense person. I don't give a damn. I don't rub elbows with celebrities, all that. wasn't impressed when I was rubbing elbows with them. Still not not impressed, and not rubbing elbows in the way that y'all. Oh hell no, no. My own professional capacity. I was a model, and I wasn't a model to sleep with nobody, to do none of that. I got everything out the mud on my own. I was a retired, paid, published model. Everything I got on my own. I never conformed to nothing, nothing that nobody was out there doing. And nobody in the industry, nobody that I ever worked with, nobody, none of that can ever say, oh yeah, I did this because of this. Nah, didn't never happen. Like, yeah, so that's why, you know, I can report a lot of this stuff. I know a lot of this stuff, like, you know, but you know, it is what it is. Somebody like Blueface, I wouldn't even gave him the time of day. Couldn't even walk my dog no damn where. Let alone, like, you know, you putting up with his nonsense over and over and over, and his mother talking about how she was a celebrity or whatever. Last time I checked, you being an extra in some videos mean nothing. You never had a leading role. We didn't know you. We really didn't know these people. His career was not resurrected until Krishan came along. People can keep acting like it's a lie. It's the truth. It is what it is. But so back to this. Yeah. Now, because of this, if so I said that I was going to give my 2 cents about why I think Jade and Alexis continues to sleep with Blueface. That girl is scared of him, regardless as to what we think, regardless as to how much trash she gets online and how much trash she. If you saw on her stream the other day reacting to something that Blueface said, she said it all, summed it up in less. She looked at his video and he was on there bragging about how he's sleeping with this person, always be cheating, always he'll put his hand on somebody, or whatever, and he don't care who he's sleeping with. He don't care if the person, if people are friends, whatever. She reacted. She said, y'all want me to react to this? I'm going to react to this. Everything he's saying in this video is everything that y'all don't forget that he said it in this video that he will put his hands on women. He'll crack a bitch. She said, yeah, all of it. All of it. The cheating on her, sleeping with other women, all of it. This man even jokes about if he gets a disease, oh yeah, I'll just go and get it clean. Now I'm clean, because when Novea goes to the doctor, they say that she's clean. No, they never tested her for no they didn't test her for no STD. She's never gotten it. She's not even seen a real doctor for this pregnancy because she's scared the truth is going to come out. So you can play in a lot of people's faces, but a lot of us are not starstruck. We're not. So he's playing a very dangerous game with these women's lives, Russian roulette. Am I going to sit here and blame Blueface for all of that? No, I'm not. Because these women are allowing it. They are allowing it. Another thing Blueface is mad about, Jaden did an interview the other day where she made it known that she is not signed to Blueface. She owns MILF Music 100%. She is independent and in control of her own career. Imagine being on a platform where it's a pretty big platform and she's correcting them. Oh no, I was never signed to Blue. I am MILF Music. I am the only one whose name is on that LLC. I'm independent. I'm my own boss. Do you know what that translated to Blue? What Blue heard was, oh, I did this all, she did this all by herself without him, and basically he's nobody. He didn't hear the question that they asked. He didn't hear why they asked it, and I guarantee, eliminated some of what her response was. I loved her response for her. Love the response that she, it shows that she is stepping into her independence. Blue does not like that. So he is going to try to tear her down each time he can. And then his mother is out here doing her part, and he's not even asking her to help. But she's out here saying, everything that she's saying. But a lot of people have to also understand that Cuckoo is supposed to be her manager. Starts to step away altogether and says, F you to Carlissa. There goes part of her bag. Y'all gotta think about what's going on here. All the stuff that Blue is just all of a sudden dropping. We seen him do this to baby mama number 2 already. And so now it's Jaden's turn. Jaden, keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Get the necessary things that you need in place to protect you and your children. Tell him he cannot come to your house to see your children anymore. You need to have them dropped off, or have a drop-off area where he can go and spend time with his children. Because every time he comes to your house, he makes it a point to be walking around like he is the man of the house. And he can go there in his house. He's in control of whatever. And I understand you want him to be a part of the kid's life. The whole family thing, he already told you, is out the window. He never wants to be with you like that anymore. He's not messing with you more. So I think it's time that she puts some boundaries. She sets some boundaries. She makes a space for him to be able to see his children. He should not be able to call her on a whim when he feels like it to see those children. He already showed you the lengths that he will go to make you look stupid if it's making him look dumb. And he looks dumb every day. Every day he spends with Nevaeh, he looks dumb. Just from that angle. I could just leave it right there. Every day you get on stream, I don't care if you're trolling, I'm going to marry you one day, kissing on her and doing all the weird-ish. And she got all these men out here that's saying that they slept with her. She's online laughing because she had 6 terminations. Oh, well, actually 5. One was a miscarriage. I don't give a F. I don't give a F. The girl is trash. And this man has her living in his house, knowing that the baby could possibly not be his. There's a 1% chance he's the father. Let that sink in. There's a 1% chance that Blueface is that baby's father. Sorry, not sorry. And she keeps trying to downplay one of the people that the baby could be the baby's father. And she keeps trying to downplay him, really flexing who he really is, because he doesn't want to come up off of his uncle's name, but he is definitely Suge Knight's nephew. There you go. He's Suge Knight's nephew, but he does not want to come up off of his name. He put the proof up already. He has pictures of his mother with Suge Knight and Tupac before Tupac passed away. She knows that. Blueface, you and your team are the only people that don't know it. She doesn't want you to know that. Do I feel bad for Blueface because he being played? No, you look like the biggest sucker ever. You look like you don't have no game, which you don't. And this girl is just getting him for all the money that she can, because I believe she already knows that the child is not here. Let me say allegedly. Right. Allegedly. The dates is not matching. Nothing's matching. She's not going to a real doctor. She's paying all of these ultrasound places to keep gift sound. I ain't never had ultrasounds all that many times I went to the doctor. What in the world? What about the testing? What about the testing that they give for during prenatal care when you're going back and forth to the doctor? Well, where was all of that? She's so busy with reception date. Oh, when I conceived. There is proof that she was pregnant way back in November. She's saying she conceived December 1st. Proof online. There is verifiable proof online that this girl was pregnant in November. This is the reason why the other guy that said he could be the father is saying that he could be in the father, because the last time she slept with him was on October 29th. Y'all gotta make it make sense. He posted the whole conversation between him and this girl. So Blueface could be on a fast track back to, due to his own jealousy, his own actions. Let's see what happens from here. And I'm not invested where I'm getting ready to, like I said, buckle his parole officer calling, following. I don't have, there's enough people doing that. I've seen a lot of people saying that they're on it. They're sharing of where to call, how to report him. They have the video. And if you'll know whether or not they're telling the truth, because what will happen in this case, because it is revenge corn on the cob, well, it's a little different because she's not a minor. So if a third person decides that they want to report this to the anonymously, they can send the video. The difference when it's a child involved, and normally what they say is do not share, even sending it to them. They will normally have you send them the information, and if it has not been deleted offline, they will normally come to you and get the video, so that you're not transmitting it over the airwaves, because there are so many laws against child corn on the cob. But in this case, they are not children, and so they may just tell you to just submit the video to them. And so we just have to sit back, see how this is going to play out. Like I said, this guy, he's on papers. He should have thought about what he was doing before he decided to hit upload, share, or whatever. Before he leave the video up for 30 minutes, a whole 3-minute video. And I'm pretty sure Bravo may even need to come forward, because he sent the video to Blueface, and even though he's not the one that publicly shared it, you initiated it by sending it to Blueface without Jaden Alexis' consent. I'm just going to tell y'all right now what I already am almost certain of, that Jaden Alexis is going to do absolutely nothing. She's just going to pop her BS to Blue, which means nothing because she doesn't even her getting on her Twitch, popping her mess about Blue means absolutely nothing. And so in this case, you're going to have that. You're going to have Carlissa in the background trying to talk to Jaden to get her to um, downplay the situation with all of the narratives. Danny, hello. Welcome in. As long as hit the like button while you're here. Just to it's a oh, I'm glad you came here, Danny, because now I almost forgot I was getting ready to end this video without giving out the 5 memberships. Thank you for being here. Any of your comments are welcome as long as they are respectful. So I can see Carlissa contacting Jaden, telling her how she's a part of the family. Don't fall into that. You ain't never supposed to do this. You ain't never supposed to do that. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Blue made you. You wouldn't be nobody without Blue. You're a part of this family and we stick together and we blah, 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 blah. Carlissa, you're not the one. You put your own, cheeks peach online. So we know you don't have any morals and you don't care. But that is not what you miss. Oh, you missed. Oh, wow. Danny, you just came in here. Shout out to you. You just received a gift, a free membership from us. You are now a member on the channel. You're welcome for the membership. You now have access to the members only emojis right there. I'm going to drop some survivor bucks here to, kind of give you a little bit of, what you do have access to, the free memberships. So what you missed is Blueface in short. Right. So I don't know why yeah, they added. Let me show that because you're not saying anything wrong there. I do share in that. So what you missed is Blueface sharing just to sum it up really quickly, a 3-minute revenge corn on the cob video of Jaden Alexis 3-something in the morning on Twitter. She is in a sexual act with an ex-best friend of his. They are getting their lick back because prior to Blue going to jail, he slept with the ex-best friend's child's mother, was Jaden Alexis's best friend as well. They found out that Blueface actually slept with her. Right now, Blueface she is supposed to be coming out with some rap music or whatever. And so now a video was sent to him yesterday by the ex-best friend. I don't know why. I don't have this story about why to him. But he's online saying that he received a video from him. He wish he can share it. And he did exactly that. 3-something this morning. He posted it on Twitter. It is trending on Twitter. He has since removed the post. Oh, but let me go over here and bring it up to you to show you what he did leave up though. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yup, Danny. Yup. His feelings. He's butthurt. He's even something that he dishes out all the time, but he can't freaking take. And and that's his business. You dishing out all of this dirt, but you cannot take it when it's done to you. Grow up. Karma's a BI. And you are now getting done to you what you clearly don't do to these women Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear you crying. Nobody wants to hear any of that. But what you did talked about it in the video. What you did miss is that that Blue posted a video being in bed with Jaden after he put this video up. She's very aware that he put the video up because she was on live streaming when her friend told her that the video was up. So I'm not a Jaden fan. Don't like her for reasons of my own. But I do feel a little sympathy. I do have a little empathy in my heart for her when it relates to this. But when I see him in the bed with you, kind of like goes out the window. But let me bring up to y'all and show y'all. Shout out, hey, this is Ree. Yes. Thank you so much for that $4.99. Ree, let me drop some survivor bucks in the chat for you. I definitely appreciate that. For you coming over here, and not just coming over here, but actually showing the channel some love. I haven't really been on, Ree. You know, I used to be on your channel all the time. There's a whole reason why I haven't. I was in the hospital for 2 months. I shouldn't be sitting here according to the hospital. Back in August and September of last year, 2025, just to give Rhea a rundown update before she has to get out of here. My mother was in the hospital. She almost lost her life April or May of 2025. So I have been a little, on, even though I was keeping up with what was going on. I've been like off and on, and then slowly but steadily, I have been making changes to my channel to bring, to brand it more up to, where I want to. I kind of have like all of my branding down where it is. And I wasn't reporting on stuff like this, but I am starting to. This is horrible what happened to Jaden and Alexis. I am a girl's girl. I'll never be, with this. The problem, like I said, that I have is that Jaden is in the bed with Blue, but she's knocked out, totally sleep. It's no telling what she was slipped, if she was slipped anything or what have you. I just know that she's asleep and he's sitting next to her, videoing her. And then, which brings me back to another part. Y'all know I'm a breast cancer survivor. Let me tell you, let me give a shout out to that. It's the reason why I always advocate for breast cancer and always advocate to let you know that men get breast cancer too. That's something I will always let you know, because I see people, providing misinformation that men can't get breast cancer. It's not true. So we actually changed the word to pecker chest cancer. Normally I do to end, so I'm just throwing that out there just to say chemo fog brain. You'll hear me jump around. It's because I have a thought in my mind, and if I don't get it out, I'll forget it. So just a little bit about, for people that don't know, the reason why sometimes you'll hear me talk about something, I have to jump to it and get it while it's on my mind, because I'll lose it. It's called brain fog. I'll never lose that. It's been like that for 18 plus years. I'm an 18 plus year triple negative breast cancer survivor. And it's been that way since ever since I was done with chemo, my chemotherapy. I've also had a double mastectomy and reconstruction, which means that my breast was removed because they had to remove the left one. I did some research. I said, remove the right one. I don't got time for that. And so that's that. That's why you have the pink bulge. Yes, respect. Yeah, that's why everything you see the avatar has on a breast cancer dress. Shout out to Stewie the Hunch for the avatar wearing the pink breast cancer survivor ribbon dress. That's why you see all of that. That was made by Like I told you, go follow her on Instagram. She's mainly over there. Right now, she's on her page, The Hunch. Let me get it right. And she, let's see, The Hunch. Shout out to her for The Hunch 2.0. So her main page is Stewie the Hunchback, and she's restricted off of that page right now because of Nevaeh. But it is what it is. She's not going to stop. She has some dope content over there, so go and follow her. Also follow at Hey That's Ree. Hey, let me share this again. Go over there. I had you on the screen already, Ree. Follow Hey This Is Ree. That is her handle right here on the screen. Also, she is a content creator also. And shout out to her and thank her. I do appreciate her greatly for supporting the show. Like anything that I receive for the show, I put back into the channel. You'll see me continue to make upgrades to the channel, but I think I finally got my branding down pat. So now it's just more of like the consistency of what I used to do, just strictly true crime, but there's a lot of other things that I want to report on. I want to be a multilingual channel because I don't think that anybody should be put in a box, but all these platforms work by niche. But it is what it is, whatever. Let me show you. I'm going to go to Blueface's page on X. Let me show you what he put up this morning, but he removed the video because that may be his ticket back to jail. They already got it, Blueface. Too late. All right. So he took the video down, but this is what he put on his page. Let's share this instead. Share this instead. I am verified. What are you talking about? The X is getting on my nerve. I don't understand. What do you mean? All right, we'll go to that later. That's not what I want to show them. Something else. It's not why I'm here. Okay. So let's share this tab instead. So we are. Let me move that up there. All right, so I'm showing you two posts here from Blueface. And this first one said, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. All right, yeah, that's what I want to zoom in on. Perfect. You're going to treat the HOE, the garden tool, like a princess. I'm going to treat her like she's supposed to be treated. That is what he also said in the video that he posted. Sorry, I stepped away. I'm glad all is well. I slowed on my content as well, so I understand. Oh, yeah, Ree, it's just been, yeah, I've been going through it, Danny, but, you know, it gets worse. I just don't want to get here and just like switch to the topic of the video, or, you know, put it on me. Because if I tell you what I'm going through right now, you'll be like, what? How the hell are you on here even doing live? Because maybe I wouldn't be able to. I'm here. So it's garden tool like a princess. I'm gonna treat her like she's supposed to be treated. He also said that in the video, laying next to Jaden this morning. Like I said, she's knocked out, snoring. She doesn't know that she's being recorded at this point. All right. Then he says here, that's not my B-I-T, it's, you know, biatch no more. And he's laughing. And this is where he had the video at. He removed the video though. And he's in peace because he can't take some stuff that he dishes out. Wakes Jaden up. I hope that this wakes Jaden up. I hope that she sees that she's gonna really have to set some boundaries and step away from Blueface altogether. She's gonna really, she really is gonna have to do it, because this guy is gonna go to he has no limit to where he is going to go, because he's butthurt. What I don't like, and I don't like playing with the cops. I'm gonna be the first one to say that. I don't like playing with them because sometimes you could be calling them for something where your life can really be in danger, but it doesn't warrant someone to be unalived after they come on the scene. And I just really don't like play with them, period. But in her case, she may have to do just that. The sad thing is, I believe that some of them out there are in his pocket because there was no way some of the things have happened and that they have not stepped in with. And it has nothing to do with like him doing something against her or whatever. What I do believe that he has is hanging over her head is that she's benefited from him being in that position, that he may have some people in his pocket. She's benefited from it. And if he brings that to light, she may very well go down. So this is why you cannot give people that much control over your freaking life, because she did have an accident that she left the scene from, and she had her kids in the car and she was driving while drunk, and it has mysteriously just went away. Nothing came of it. He has had accidents where he's crashed cars after kidnapping a baby. We saw that online in 4K and living color. 4 a.m. in the morning, he crashed the Bentley. Nobody ever talked about that Bentley that he crashed and had that baby on the front seat, not in a carrier, in a car seat or nothing. Nobody talks about that when they go through these social media streets and you want to talk about Christian Jesus. Nobody wants to talk about that he was the infant in the front seat of that car, not locked in anything or not in the car seat, nothing. He had that baby laying on the front seat, not even in the seat belt, and he crashed that Bentley up, and that story went away. He went offline and came back online, and he was calling an Uber at that time. But nobody talks about that though. Everybody seems to forget about that because they need you to drown all of that out. They don't need you to remember those parts because they need you to keep coming on here and saying what y'all saying about Krishan. They need y'all to keep putting that narrative out here. But listen, baby, I've been down from day one. I remember all of it. If y'all don't know, there is a such thing that he kidnapped that baby 4 a.m. in the morning. He was driving the Bentley. He was drunk. He crashed that Bentley into a pole. In California, that baby was on the front seat. That baby was not in the car seat, not in the seat belt, nothing. That baby was an infant. He went and kidnapped that baby out of his bed. That baby was in a house with adults. He was in the house with his godmother. He was in the house with his aunts because his aunts was in California from Baltimore at the time. Her boyfriend was in the house. That baby was in his bed. He kidnapped that baby 4 a.m. and went live in 4K himself and showed everybody, talking about the baby ain't have no parent. Yet now you said that you're not the baby father. Make it make sense, y'all. That's why all this stuff that's on the internet, I don't believe none of it because I know what we saw with our own eyes, though. I know what there is still video. There's still video proof. There's content creators that have that footage. Trust and believe you. It's content creators that have the footage. You never heard anything more about the Bentley. The next thing is that his grandmother was chauffeuring him around. Y'all probably don't remember that either, do you? Sound foreign, don't it? Sound foreign to y'all? It's the truth. Made the wallpaper on his phone. He had put a picture of his grandmother up there. His grandmother had picked him up. They had to go back home, so he had put the phone on the dashboard. And people, who is that? Who is that on his wallpaper? He loves his grandmother. It was his grandmother. She was chauffeuring him around.
And his mama came on there and said, oh, that's his grandmother. Hey, Becca, welcome in. Hey, Becca. Hey, Becca. Hey, yep. They definitely, she needs this. So I was saying, to get to that point, what I was saying was, since he's been home recently, Jaden was sitting in her kitchen and Blueface was outside her house peeping in the window. I remember when she went live and said that. So I think that, and this is just my thoughts about what's going on. We all know, we saw in 4K the between him and baby mama. I really don't want to say her name because she has nothing to do with this, but we've witnessed and we saw those fights. But just so they can keep up with a narrative, they want y'all to believe that she was always the problem. No, she told y'all, he put his hands on me first. I didn't put my hands on him. He put his hands on me first. I defended myself. She defended herself and he had 2 black eyes. That's on him. That's the funny thing. Once she defended herself, yeah, she hit him in the back of his head with some. She's a bit defending himself. He's not, it's violent right now. He can't be, he's on parole. So I believe that Jaden does what she does out of fear. But the way she spins it when she gets on here is that we're doing fine today, Becca. Thank you so much for asking. Spins it when she gets on is that, oh, as long as he's doing this to me, you know, I'm gonna let him. If he come over here and he want, you know, do whatever, toss her salad or whatever, she's gonna let him. That is a defense mechanism that I think. I believe that's a defense mechanism because she's scared. And so she likes when he is, even though she still lets the jealousy part of her sneak in there. She likes when he's entertaining other people, because every time he's not around, she gets to elevate and she's stepping more into her independence. But when he comes at you, nobody wanted to hear when Krishan be dropping the real on y'all. Y'all don't want to be hearing what she's saying. She told y'all he's evil and will go to the ends of the earth to get what he wants. But I have my own things. I pinned a message to Krishan on Instagram. Wasn't out of it was out of love. And basically, we don't talk on this channel. I don't talk about her child over on this channel. I am a Krishan supporter. And I say, do I think that everything that she does is correct? No, I don't. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that. But what I won't do is talk bad about her. And the other day I prayed about something, and guess what? This is the response that was given to me about what I should do about and what I believe in, what was spoken to me. I pinned her a message publicly. It was done in a tasteful way. It was receptive by the Krishan supporters. I didn't see anybody give me any backlash from it. There was no malice in it. It's just issue with that, we're glad to see, but then when you take steps backwards and we see other things, it just doesn't feel right, because she has no idea who she's really dealing with. And so I pinned a message to her. So if you go to my Survivor Speaks channel, you'll see it says on the thing a message to Krishan. It says, "Dear Krishan," and basically I told her basically what was put on my heart. Whether she saw it or not, I'm not sure, but that's just what it was from what I saw. So I sent that to her. So I don't talk bad about her on this stuff. When she does something that's wrong, um well we hold her accountable for it. It's just that I'm not going to get on the public platform and drag her down, because there's a lot of channels that's doing it with false information, speaking on her child when you really don't know what's going on with her child. And I do that. I refuse to bully children or allow any conversation about children unless we're talking about, in this instance and in some other instances, I've done some recent videos on. I'm talking about the actions and the conversation that's being around these children and how they are lashing out, and it's none of these children's fault. They're not being given a chance, and I'm talking about Blueface's two children by Jaden and Novea. They're not being given a chance to thrive, and they've already been failed. And the way Nevaeh's son was bullied the other day by 3 adults, it was sickening, and his mother included. It was sickening. And if you can watch the video to see what I thought about that. I think that is horrible that these kids are in that situation. But other than that, like talking bad about anybody's children, we're not doing it. I'm not doing it here. But when you have grown adults that are bullying children, yeah, we're gonna, even Jay and Alexis bullying her children in the pool a week and a half ago was disgusting. And you cussed that 3-year-old, your 3-year-old daughter out about it. We talked about it. That's not talking about the children. That's talking, because some people have they don't have comprehension skills, and so they can't comprehend. You're talking about no. Talking about the bad parenting that's resulting in these even having a fighting chance from the start, because the people that are supposed to be raising them, the people that God allowed them to have stewardship over, you're not leading them in the correct way, and you're not correcting where they're going wrong. But how can you correct them when they're only repeating what you're doing and what you're saying? So that's why when we talk and that way, it's not a bad way against the children, it's against the parents and how they're failing the children. There is a difference. But getting back to this, Carlissa groomed Jaden. That screams a lot. She sure has, and she still is grooming Jaden. And I want to see how she responds to what her son did. I want to see how she's going to respond to this, because I know it's about to be a bunch of nonsense. And you want to keep Jaden where she is. Right now, Jaden finally has some supporters that really support her and don't play about her. She needs to take that, run with that, and detach herself from that family. Blue can still be a father to his children. Girl, you need to go and do it through the courts, because at this point, you are not safe. It's probably going to take her some more time mentally detaching herself from Carlissa. I do believe that the girl that is her best friend, Sam, will help her through it. She is somebody that definitely has Jaden's back, and she's going to roll with Jaden. However Jaden rolls, she's going to roll with her. My thing and my suggestion to Jaden at this point, because like I said, I'm a girl's girl first, right? And even though, like I said, she don't like us, she doesn't like African American women, and that's why I don't like her. And I heard it out of her own mouth. I don't like the persona that she hides behind. You're not this perfect mother and all this other stuff. I believe she needs to go to AA, and I believe she drinks to cope with everything that she has to put up with. In that case, I can set my personal feelings to the side when it comes to that part of it. I do believe that her drinking has a lot to do with the situation that she is in. But I do believe that she is in one of the best spaces that she can be to move forward right now. She has somebody that does not play about her. Like I said, and that's Sam. Sam is not somebody that's going to be easily manipulated. I can already tell you she's been in the picture for a while. She seems to be down for whatever Jaden is down for. She seems to be the person that Jaden confides in. She takes direction from Sam whenever she asks about it. She asks her opinion. So I do think that she should lean more into that, because everybody needs somebody. Excuse me, especially when you're fighting somebody that doesn't have a filter or a moral compass as it relates to Cuckoo and her son Blueface. And then you have another component that's added in the back. I'm not even going to say his name right here. Who's definitely a manipulator in this space. I believe that she needs to really, talk to Sam and use her to find out what it is that she thinks that she should do. I believe that Sam will give her an honest opinion about what she should do. It doesn't need to be public, that part of her getting that advice from Sam, and a reassurance that she will try and help her, even though it's going to be hard. But I can't tell y'all that I don't believe that Blueface is not threatening Jaden in the background. I will 100% put money on it that he is. And that's part of why she continues to deal with him. I don't really think it's about the kids, because she's already put it out here. He's not really providing for his kids. When you see him take his kids to the store and purchase something, that may be it. It's all performative. And that goes back to his narcissism. If you understand narcissism and how they work, you will understand what I am saying, because he said it out of his own mouth. He's the only thing that matters. He goes based off of how you treat him. You don't make him feel good, F you. He don't care about how you feel. He told Nevaeh that. I don't care about how you feel. It's how you make me feel. And he shows Nevaeh every day. Every day. How he doesn't like her. But Nevaeh, I don't have any empathy or sympathy for her. Not at all. She's not a nice person. So I don't, whatever happens with her happens. She's not a nice person, not at all. And so, yeah, I'll never feel any empathy or sympathy for her. Nothing, and she never comes online and tells the truth. She's never made a live where she sat in a live and 100 and told and got through the live without telling the truth. And then you have these men come out here and drop receipts that we can see. Receipts that are videos, stuff that it's not no AI and all the stuff they're trying to say. No. Only for her for Blue to pressure her, and then you admit it. But then you go back to not admit it. I want to know what world Nevaeh lives in. I want to know what world of delusion that is. Because that's delusion on a whole nother level. Danny, I don't know who you are, but you over here dropping the stuff that you got to be reading my mind, because this is the person I didn't want to say about. Lord, Jenny, he ain't the assistant. He is definitely got. He got Blueface in the 360 times too. Let me tell you something. He got so mad, and I don't even like this guy at all either. He got so mad when Akadidi broke down Blueface's contract and how Waukesha is double dipping. He was so mad about that. We didn't need. There's a video of him in the courtroom in the courts is live streaming the video. There's a video of him in there admitting it. Admitting it on record. Nobody asked him to be at the court proceeding, but he showed up because the game was in court. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. That was last year or something, when I think it was the game's baby mother was taking him to court, and I watched this video in real time, and here comes Waukesha on the video, and he basically told these people, yeah, I find artists that's lazy, that stay in trouble, because I know they always gonna need me. So they lazy and they only gonna do so much. So yeah, I normally find them. Basically he's the middleman. He tells them one price, but what he tells the people that's trying to book them, he gives them a whole nother price for him to get the person there. So the example that he used in court was, at the time, the game was hot, right? Somebody reached out to him like, oh, we really want the game to come here and perform. And he like, oh, you know what? That's going to be about, I can get him there, but the fee's going to be $130,000. And the person may agree to it. He'll go to the game like, look, bro, I can get you $30,000 just to show up at this club, sing one or two of your rap, perform one or two of your songs, for $30,000, you can do that in less than, half an hour. But, you got to show up. You got to perform. And, oh, yeah, the game like 30,000 just for that. Oh, all right. He's like, so I go back to them and say, oh, yeah, he'll be there. They give me, they pay me the $130. I break him off $30K. And I keep the $100 for myself. I said, wait a whole minute. Did he just, in a court of law, just say that? But I believe it's a reason why he can say that in a court of law and get away with it. All they wanted to know was, so if that is the case, where do you send the money? To his LLC. What's the name of his LLC? He gave them the name of the LLC. Do you have proof of the? Nah. I don't have no proof on me right now. I just basically showed up because I heard he had to be in court. So they like, oh, you just showed up? He was on Zoom though. Waukesha's on Zoom. Everything, was Zoom court because COVID, like a lot of, court, you still can show up Zoom. So they say, you just showed up here because you already had a case. Yeah, I wanted to see what was going on, because he used to be one of my artists. So yeah, I heard he had a case. So here I am. So so it was the other team at from the prosecution side Well, whose idea was it for you to speak today? Well, since I came and showed up, his attorney, since he know I'm here, asked me to speak. I was watching this in disbelief, y'all, because I couldn't believe I was hearing what I was hearing. And I couldn't believe that he was allowed to say that in the court of law, but it's a whole nother video about why I believe that he saw that in the court of law. I don't really want to get the breakdown about all of that. You could go over to Hennessy Reviews. Hennessy Reviews, she got a lot of videos that she's done breaking all of this stuff down about, and she goes into other things and videos where she's showing court papers, clips, the reasoning behind why this guy is out here. He hasn't been snatched up yet. Y'all can go over there and see that on her channel. She does do thorough backgrounds on this, and she also sits on podcasts where they do talk about these things. I don't report on that, and I'll never report on that. I'm just giving y'all a scenario where I believe, like, Blue is at. He's doing all this work, and Wack is being paid as his manager, and also the label, because there is no more Cash Money West, y'all. Birdman would not give him a budget. He don't like the way he do business. So when he asked him for a budget, Birdman basically said, yeah, at first he was playing around. Oh, yeah, we're gonna talk, and then there's no budget from Birdman. So what happened to Cash Money West? You never hear them talk about Cash Money West anymore. So guess what? Whoever the person is that's on the paperwork is getting paid, and then Wack get paid, which is Waukesha, and then he gets paid as the manager too. So he's double dipping. Meanwhile, Blueface's house is in foreclosure. All right, so she don't. So what she does, Danny, she doesn't think she knows everything. So what she does is, because she is Blueface's mother, a lot of stuff that she makes up and puts online, especially as it relates to Krishan, is a lie. It is stuff that she thinks she knows. And right now, she was in the process of grooming Nevaeh. Nevaeh is in bed with Blue, and Nevaeh is sharing all of the information with Carlissa. She's not smart enough to realize that Carlissa is getting over on her. She's not smart enough to realize that. And if somebody that watches Blueface's Kick or Twitch streams, he did confront Nevaeh about this the other day and told her to stop talking to his mother. His mother is just basically getting tea from her so she can go online and spin the information and make it seem like, she knows what she's talking about when she doesn't. Or it is some of these people that follow her because they think they can't get it through their heads that even though she is Blueface's mother, he does not talk to her and share information, especially intimate information, with him. But she's using the fact that she is his mother as a way to just get on here and say a whole bunch of nothing about what she thinks. She has no real connection, no real access to Krishan or her child to find out or know what she's doing over there. So the fact that she saw her on video where his son the other day, she had announced that she was back in the circus. It's not the case, but it is what it is. If you put yourself in a position to make it seem that way, then we can't be mad at the public when they start saying it. But she doesn't know anything. But it is what it is. Like, this whole thing is just crazy. So bringing this back to why I went live anyway, I do believe that Jaden is definitely scared of blue feces. I do believe that that is part of the reason why she does um sleep with him when she can. He has been manipulating her for over 10 years. You would think that he got incarcerated for 2 years. She didn't have to answer to him. Basically, she had blocked him at one point, stopped going to see him, all of the things. So this is another reason why I think she's being threatened, because she wanted no dealings with him when he first came home. And then all of a sudden, she's back dealing with him. Um, and he has amped up the disrespect that he has for her. He's disrespecting her in ways that he has never disrespected her before, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And every time you lay with him, it's making people think that, you guys have this whole plan that's going on, and that you're willing to be you're willing to be part of this circus, and you're down with everything, even though I really don't believe that she is. But it's her response. She needs to stop reacting to what is going on with Blue and Novea. Continue to focus on herself. People are willing to work with her that are not willing to work with Blueface. Make a plan with Sam to try and break free, be free and clear from this guy. She definitely needs to cut ties with Carlissa. That's just what I'm thinking. I just like I said, I don't like her, but I don't agree with what's going on and what Blueface did to her today. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I just wanted to bring that because I was like, what in the heck did we wake up to? This is a whole lot of crazy stuff. The last time we woke up to Blueface being in the bed with Jaden, he had drew a whole bunch of men's parts on her face, which was disgusting. And you should have never, ever, ever after that been with him again. Carlos and Blueface are pimps. The money is gone and no real talent, so they need women to say, yeah, pretty much. But I think the song that Jaden has out with the guy Kai Cans, I think it's really doing some numbers. It's not my cup of tea, but people think it's a bop. So let me see. YouTube withheld your comment. Let me see why. Carlissa is trying to groom Jaden kids now. Yeah, Blueface. YouTube didn't like that comment, so they held it. So that's why you don't see your comment, because YouTube. Yeah, we're not gonna put that up there. YouTube doesn't like that. I want to strike my whole video down for that. Sometimes they hold comments that, I can release it, but yeah, for that one, I can't put that one up. But exactly what you're saying. The thing is, I think that Jaden's daughter, she's only 3, but she has a lot more sense than the rest of them. The way she behaves is crazy. But if you go back and look at Javon when he was that age, he was acting the same way. So it is definitely the parenting that is going on. And it's not those children's fault. The children are innocent, every last one of them. And I feel bad for every last one of them. And I'm going to say that because I don't want anybody to take that out of context, to think that I have anything against anybody's children. I don't play about that. I don't play about my children. I feel bad for them. There is something going on, especially when Javon takes his mother's credit card, charges $500 of Roblox on her credit card. He gets punished for it, and the next week He charges $500 more on her credit card. You definitely need, hopefully, because I know she didn't put everything online, but hopefully she sat down and told him that that is actually stealing and that he can wind up in jail, especially if he does that, type of behavior to other people. They're not going to be as gracious as she is because she's his mother, but also that it's wrong and that it is a crime to do what he is doing. Hopefully, that's the conversation that she had with him. Beating him is not something that's going to stop him from doing it if he's done it twice. He's got in trouble for doing it the first time. It didn't stop him. He did it again. So I just believe that, at this point, you need to sit down and in a conversation. And I don't know whether she did this, so I'm not going to jump. I'm not one of them people that just say stuff just to make it sound good because I'm on the channel and I have control of the channel and it's my channel. I don't know whether or not she had the conversation with him, but she needs to have the conversation. She needs or needed to have the conversation with him that is actually stealing and he can actually go to jail for it. And that's what needs to be taught. It's already happening. This part is already happening. The first day Pinkface went to school, she called the teacher a fat bitch. According to her mother, Jaden, she's gotten a lot better. She's not cursing in school, but she does curse every chance she gets. And it's in context. It's not like that little girl is very smart. And what they should be doing is channeling her intelligence into something positive, where they can set her up to like make a lot of money. She is someone that is for her to be 3 years old, she is very articulate. She's more articulate than some adults are. Even removing the profanity. She's more articulate than most adults, a lot of adults. How about channeling the fact that she's that articulate into maybe a video to teach children how to speak, or, how to pronounce words, or how to put a cohesive sentence together, as a child. There are so many things that they can do with her because of how smart she is and how articulate at 3 years old she is. That is never lost on me. I'm never going to make a child out to be the bad person, or I just hate the child, because I don't hate anybody's children. And when she shows that much of intelligence, I will call that out, that she has that type of intelligence. Allie, I needed you. I sent you a code red. Oh, you had an appointment with baby A. I hope she is doing well. We've been here a long time, 2 hours and 27 minutes, girl, and you missed it. But I think yesterday we weren't back. I had a whole thing going on with my mother. It was a lot. And I was just so tired I didn't go live yesterday at all, as a matter of fact, because I was so tired. Like, I was at my mom's, already know what's going on with her. And she had like an episode. So, we just lost my aunt last Friday, which was my mother's birthday. And so she was having a time yesterday, and she got sick, and I was busy cleaning that up. And by the time I got home, I was so tired, like I just kind of crashed. But we woke up today, Allie, just to give you a little backstory. We woke up today to Blueface posting a 3-minute revenge corn on the cob video of Jaden and Alexis having relations with his ex-best friend. And girl, I had to accentuate code red. I need you, man, down. Because I wanted to even bring you up on here to see what your thoughts were. But this video is so long, I'm going to end it. And what I probably will do is I'm going to go and see what else has transpired, because Karkuku hadn't responded yet. I want to see how she is going to try and spin this. Jaden, he recorded Jaden Alexis sleep. And this was after we watched her reaction. As you can see it further out in front of in the video, we watched her reaction. She was live streaming when she was told that the video was up, and her friend Sam had ended the video like immediately. And it's sad, and you already know how I feel about Jade and Alexis, but you already know I'm a girl's girl. And I felt some type of way for her, but to see her in the bed with him after that video dropped, it's like, Jaden, what are you doing? But at the same time, she was in such a deep sleep, snoring. Even though I do believe that she was woke when he got there, there's a whole nother thing that's going on in my mind as it relates to this. So, was it graphic? Was it graphic, Danny? Was it? So the first part of the video, she is giving. I gotta think of a word, because YouTube is very. You gotta watch what you say on YouTube. They will strike the video, demonetize the video. So I have to do it and say stuff in a way where I won't do that. The video showed her, and if you look at my thumbnail, I actually blurred it out, but you can get from it what she was doing in the video. In that video, I didn't see the full 3-minute video. I don't want to see it. I'm not watching that. However, somebody sent me the screenshots and they were not blurred. I had to blur it, and I'm like, what in the whole entire heck? So the screenshots that somebody sent me was from the video, and that video, she definitely was given oral pleasure. And then the second part of the video was she was having relations with his ex-best friend. I guess they were getting their lick back. Blueface was incarcerated when this video was made. And she had found out that Blueface had slept with her best friend, which was the guy who's in the video's girlfriend, and he has a child with. So they got together and they was getting a lick back, but for some strange reason, he just shared the video with Blue last night. If you go back further in this video, you will see I showed the video from where the clip from where Blueface was out, and he said, Bravo just sent me a video of him, screwing Jaden. But it wasn't just the part. I mean, she was pleasing him orally. The fact that he has children with Jaden is really crazy. But she was live streaming on her own, on her kick, and her friend Sam was like saying to her, I guess she was mouthing to her like, oh my gosh. And she's like, what's happening? What's going on? And she's like saying, like, mouthing stuff to her, and she told her to mute it. They muted it. Jaden got up, and you see Sam come back into frame and say, we got to go. We'll see y'all later. And she ends it really quick. And so then after that, now we have the video of Blue trolling her. But he's in the bed with her, and she's sleeping, she's snoring. And then he also puts on stream his son coming to the room and saying, I pulled an all-nighter. And he said, "Oh, you did too?" And then he gets up and he's with the son. His son, I feel really bad because his son watches his Twitch, his son watches his streams. Jaden needs to make it where his son can no longer watch his streams, and definitely not have access to going on Twitter, because if he was up all night, we don't know whether or not he saw that video also before Blueface took it down. So that is really that in a nutshell. And that's my issue. He said that's your issue with Blueface, the children, no regard for the children. That is one of my biggest problems with him. And not only that, he's not a good person at all. But the 3-minute video, he removed it. It's too late. People have the video. There are people that are calling his parole officer. I'm not getting into that. It's enough people getting it. It's enough people sharing his parole officer's information, sharing a number where you can call, enough people that are saying they're going to report it. I'm not getting into that part of it. Like I said, there's enough people already saying that they're doing it, so let them do it. But he definitely needs to be stopped. He is in his feelings. If you go to my Instagram, Survivors Speaks to You. On Instagram, a lot of times when I do post on Instagram, if you listen to the music, I specifically choose music based on either if I'm announcing that I'm going live over here, what the video is about, or what I'm feeling at the time. The song is going to always match. Sometimes you can just listen to the song because I'll play a part of a song. I want you to hear the part of the song that I'm playing because it actually means something to the video that I'm posting. So I specifically select the parts of the song that I play in a video, especially if I'm being Petty Ann at the time. That's my alter ego. When she comes out, sometimes I have no control. She locks me in the closet, takes over my computer. I come out, everything is already posted and that's on Instagram. So yeah, I do have like somebody in there, but for the kids' sake, no, it's not great for the kids. It's not great for social media for him to do these things. But yet he chooses to do it over and over again. He needs to be stopped, and he's been doing a lot of things where he's been jeopardizing his freedom. He's still on paper, and part of me tends to believe like he wants to go back, because this thing right here, one thing I do know that they don't play with is revenge corn. And this revenge corn on the cob is one of the biggest thing that took Nature Boy down. If anybody knows about the Nature Boy story and how everybody was just in like baffled by all the crimes that he was recording and actually live streaming on live, it took him to put up a revenge corn on the cob video, and a young woman that was tired and got up the strength to go to the police station and say, hey, how do I address this? He put this video of revenge corn on the cob up on me on Twitter without my permission. How do I address this? And that was the one thing that got him arrested and led to him getting that life sentence once they started digging into all of the crimes that he had done up until now, and he wasn't even charged with everything. But it was the catalyst for the start of his karma and how he got that life sentence plus 20 years. So Blueface needs to be very, very careful. And even if Jaden, I showed you guys, I pulled it up, even if Jaden does not press charges, a third party can make the complaint in California, and he can still be held liable because of that. And he left the video up for an hour. This is the third time I'm saying that, and people have the full video. So, Rican Detroit, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know. This is new to me. But thank you so much for that. the 200 joules flow state. I don't even know why it's showing like something else, but thank you. Thank you for that. And welcome. I don't know why they won't allow me to put your comment on the stage. Not sure. Is that because it's from Twitter? I don't know, y'all. I'm confused, but Rican Detroit, thank you for the 200, the state for 200 joules that you sent. Danny, thank you so much for. Oh, here it is. Wait, but it still won't let me show it. Thank you for the gifting. You see that how he Danny reciprocated? He got the free membership. Danny, I need you to put if you're a male or a female because I don't want to because that name could go either way. But gifted one membership. Shout out to you and thank you. And hello to Destined to Be. Haven't seen you in a while. I know I haven't been here. Oh, you received a gift member. Oh no, Destined to Be received a gift membership from Danny. So shout out to Danny. Let me drop some survivor bucks in the chat for Danny and Rican. I don't know what this is, Rican. I can't, it says flow state, but I cannot show it. So I don't know. Thank you anyway. I'll have to look up that and see what it means. I think I saw it the other day, but I wanted to put it on the stage, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know. It's just flowing. It's so cute, but I guess I can't put it on the stage. But thank you so much for that. Rican Detroit. So I'm not sure. I just want I'm gonna go and look and see, get an update because I know that we got an update. I know that Car Cuckoo has had to go live by now, and we've been live here a long time, so I don't want to extend this video anymore. I'm gonna search and then come back and probably we're going to talk about it because I just want to see how she's going to try and spin this one because she tries to make every excuse for her child. And you cannot tell adults how to feel about, basically it's a crime that was committed. Even though I don't like her, I'm going to, say a prayer for Jaden's safety. I'm going to say a prayer for Jaden's safety. Because I think, so on the platform that I'm using, Danny, I do see the emoji that you're using, but over here, it doesn't show the actual emoji. I hate that for us. That video that Blue posted in bed with Jaden and his son in the room is okay. Thank you for that. Let's see what the Bailey Barack Show 6481 has to say. The video that Blue posted in the bed with Jaden and his son in the room is an old video that Blue wants people to believe it was last night. Thank you for that narrative too. About that. The Bailey Barack Show 6481. Shout out to you for being here. You'll make sure you hit the like video for me. It's a free way to support the show. I appreciate you all for being here. And so I'm gonna go and look at that one because was that the video? It wasn't the video from when he drew all of those things on Jaden's face. It wasn't that video. But we do know him to play these games this way. And I don't doubt that what you're saying is true. I was just thinking that because she was sleeping so hard that maybe, she drinks, and I do think that she drinks because of the situation that she's in. I do believe that he threatens her. I do believe that she's scared. I do believe that she's been in this relationship for so many years, and she's been groomed by basically not just him, but his mother. If you saw the video the other day, he even told Nevaeh, Carlissa's grooming you. Just stop talking to her. So he's definitely aware of what's going on. He definitely plays these games. So what she's saying here, it could definitely be 100% the truth. So also she says Carlissa basically blames Jaden for the video and claims she did it, but there's a video of Jaden telling Carlissa about what happened that night with the guy. Oh, that's a different video. Now that video that you're talking about, Blueface has a specific revenge file of videos to blackmail, of course. So the video on Bailey, that video is okay. So the video that you're talking about the video. I believe she put out another one today. I'm gonna go and look at that, and I'm gonna come back live and start another live because it's long. So I'm gonna go do some quick. But I know the video that you're talking about where Carlissa was saying all this other stuff is a video where Jaden did a podcast with the guy Kai that she has the single out with. And basically they were talking about the two girls that Blueface sleeps with together. Because also in the video, hold on a minute, did they take my video? Stop. Oh, hold on, I thought my video stopped. So that they were the video that I think you're talking about that interview that Jaden did. You're talking about the interview that Jaden did with on that platform where they were talking about those two girls that were in her video, Ashley, and I forget what the other girl's name is. That video is the video that Carlissa did not look at. She didn't listen to it. She didn't know what the context of the video was. And she thought that they were just up there talking about Blue. And it wasn't about Blue or Jaden. They were talking about swapping out those two girls between Kai and Blue. Carlissa went on live and started crashing out and lying, talking about all this other stuff that didn't matter because what she was up there crashing out about was not what was said in the interview. So basically, yeah, she didn't need to defend Blue in that instance. Not the podcast. It's a conversation Jaden has about getting back at Blue for cheating with her best friend. Okay, so I see what you're saying. Oh, so you're talking about, see, I don't subscribe to anything Carlissa. I only watch her. I only see content about her. Certain people do commentary on, do commentary on the video of her. I don't support her at all in any way. So I have saw that video, but I do know actually the other day, maybe about 3 days ago, Jaden was on a podcast, and basically they were saying with Kai, and they were basically saying that I guess him and Blueface had some words about the two girls that act like they dress like twins when they're with Blue. It's really a sad situation. And I guess they were well, I don't guess, I know they were in Jaden's and Kai's video, and I guess Kai must have slept with them. And so on that podcast, they were making a joke that they're sharing them back and forth. And Kai and Jaden was just like laughing, like, because y'all know that Jaden she's bi. She's never been, that has never been something that she has been shy about. So she dates men and women. And so basically, somebody was saying like, hey, they could have been talking about they swapping girls back and forth, like whatever people's narratives were, they come in their commentary or whatever. But that video, like Carlissa did like a freaking hour and something video on it. Even you got what some people were sending you, just clips. You didn't even, and they were talking about something else. Like, oh, they're talking about Blueface. No, they basically was laughing, like saying like, hey, he had these girls. They came over here and was in Jaden video. I had them too. Jaden wasn't mad at the girl. She actually said, hey, they came over here and did the video. I don't care. So yeah. So it's a video on 6 I'll never see it. I don't subscribe to Carlissa either. Someone posted the video to prove Carlissa was lying about not knowing. Oh, okay. Slept with the manager while Blue was in jail. Oh, okay. I get you. I get you now. Yeah. It's a conversation. Oh, okay. So I don't know about whose page that is on, because I only look stuff, and that's maybe why I didn't see it. But if it's on Blue Clip, I'll see it. And if it's on I'll see it. So I have to go back over there to see if it's on either one of those pages. I'll see it. If not, I do look at Blueface's kick because of Nevaeh. I'm waiting for the lie detector test that she shouldn't take because she's pregnant, because the results are going to be faulty. And all of the things, I'm just waiting for the meltdown for maybe early. Right, Kai wasn't referring to Jaden, but Carlissa loves inserting herself. Exactly. Okay. Send it on my Instagram. If you can send it on my inbox on Instagram, I would greatly appreciate that, rather than to put it on here. They probably have. Allie, if you're in here, you drop my Instagram link. Oh, it's a Jaden Alexis support page. Yeah, I don't just to be honest with you, like, I don't really care for Jaden. I don't. Just being honest. I don't care for her, but and it's only because of some things she said out of her mouth. So as it relates to, African American women, I really can't get with that. But I am a girl's girl, and I am somebody that's in support of her stepping out on, continuing to step out in her independence and being her own person. That is going to pray for her safety, like I said, because I do believe that she is being threatened. And I do believe that she wants to be done with Blue. And even though he keeps saying that he doesn't want her, I do believe, it's just my belief, that behind the scenes he is threatening her. And behind the scene he's forcing her to do a lot of things behind the scenes. But then she showed in another video where she wanted to sleep with him. And that's where all of the, where people get, frustrated and aggravated at that point, is because people want to support her. But it's when she does those little things. But she's actually, from what I can see and tell, she's killing Kick. That's another reason. She has a lot of support on Kick. Basically, her supporters um boycotted Carlissa yesterday. She had a lot of people unfollow her because of the name that she called Jaden supporters J-tards. Like, she comes at Krishan supporters and calls them rock tards. The rock tard, I'm a supporter of Krishan, and we don't support her anyway. So it mass unfollowing from Krishan supporters because we don't. But what she did see was she felt the wrath and the backlash of Jaden supporters on Patreon and on Sixot. And I love that for her. Because she needs to mind her business. I want Jaden to step into all her greatness, even though she says some things that are really crazy. I'm glad to see that she is stepping into her independence. She is making her own money, and she does not need Blueface. She just may need, like I said, to legally have something put in place where he can see his children at a drop-off point and not in her home. Because when the cameras are off, I know for a fact that he's doing things that he shouldn't. I saw the video where he was in the kitchen window after saying he didn't want to be with her and he left his house. He had girls in his house. And like I said, we've already seen him do it to Krishan, kidnap the baby that he's claiming that's not his when that baby was about 2 or 3 months, and had that accident that nobody likes to talk about with that baby on the front seat of the Bentley, and he crashed into a pole. I know it and remember all of it. Nobody wants to talk about that though. So I am praying for her that she is able to come from under whatever control she is. And I believe that Sam is the one. If he wasn't, I did say I believe that Sam is the one that can help Jaden do that. Danny, listen, the kids. These kids. I feel sorry for the kids. You're exactly right. So I just hope that, like I said, she leans on Sam, because Sam seems to have been her support for years now. And Sam seems to be like the stronger one. I don't think she's backing down from anyone. I believe that Jaden should use her as a means to trying to work through everything that she's going through, and possibly coming up with like some type of strategy and resolution, like to free herself completely from that. Now she gets to go on Kick and troll him all day because he's on her, Kick, talking about her. Be able to do that and not have to deal with him. She should be able to defend herself on Kick and not have to deal with him. He's using her for content. She should be able to use him for content. I'm not against that. I'm not unfair. I'm not somebody that's unfair just because I don't really like her as a person, if that makes sense. So Jaden said a few weeks ago that Blue has the code to get into her house, and she can change that right now. She can change it right now. He is not taking care of her financially. Sam is definitely her support and is helping Jaden take care of her business to make money. So that's what I mean. If you are, I think, Bailey, you may be a Jaden supporter. And you may be somebody that sits in her Kick, sits in her stream. Definitely send her a message and, you know, encourage her to lean more on Sam and, you know, try to find a way where she could come completely from under Blue and make decisions to on Sam to come up with some type of plan and come up with a way where she can drop those kids off. She can change the code today. My doorknob works with code only too, and everybody in my home has their own code. And I disable codes when I feel like it. So that's not an excuse. She needs to change the code, disable the code that he has. She needs to disable that. She needs to come up with a plan where she can drop those kids for him to be able to see them, because you got if your Jaden already know, he has not really been around those kids the last couple of months. He's been everywhere except with those kids. He's over there being a father to somebody else's child that is not his kid every day. Let me see. Yo, like I got Allie for always in the chat. Carlissa should be in jail because she groomed a minor, also lying for her loser son. Oh yeah, we're not. YouTube held that comment. I read it, but I don't think. Yeah, I think we should have left that one unhidden. I think we should have left that one hidden, but I don't know. One of my mods released it, but court appointed. Exactly, that would be my thing. But some people don't want to deal with the law enforcement. I do believe that's something that is looming over Jaden's head. She left the scene of that accident, and I believe they have somebody in their pocket, and they made that go away. They can easily make that reappear. If they make that reappear, Jaden 100% will probably be fined and possibly taken to jail. Or won't. She may get a bail, but she definitely will probably go. And this is why she needs to separate herself from them, because they have it over her head. The video in the pool where she cussed Javon and Journey out just last week, it was, I believe. I did a video on that. That's not helping her case either. I do believe that, she needs to get a handle on her drinking. Like I said, I believe part of her drinking is due to having to deal with them. But if they notice, Callie doesn't even deal with them. Blue's sister doesn't really deal with them because she knows what it is. And when Jaden was cursing out her daughter and her son, Callie called because her son was there and told him to get out of the pool. I think she had a problem with that. But I do believe said because she's more people are working with her, and this is the same issue that he had with Sean, where Jaden still doesn't have clout as Krishan does have more supporters than she had before, and these people fully support her. And so she doesn't need them. She has supporters. They like her by herself. They like her with Sam. They like when she pops her ish. She has the right to pop her ish. She just shouldn't pop it about Krishan and leave Krishan's son's name out her mouth. That will be fine. But every time something happens with her that doesn't have anything to do with Krishan or her son, they find a way to drag her into it. And that's another thing that bothers me. But I think that she has enough of her own support. They don't play about her on Kick. She doesn't need him anymore. So does his mother. And that's why his mother is swinging so hard to try to keep Jaden in the fold, because every day when you see Jaden, she's getting stronger and stronger, and she's moving away from that. But still intertwined now with 6 and these shows that she has. That Finding Love show, I think she should just cancel it. She doesn't need to do that with them. She doesn't need to do that with them. She has her own motion. So what if they say, oh, she got her motion off of this? No, she's been suffering for all of these years. It's time for her to stand on her own too and be able to make money off of her pain, the pain that she suffered and endured all this time. But she's going to need a little help with that. She's dealing with 2 narcissists. Listen. She might need Jesus Christ himself to come down here and help her. But I do believe this Sam is her first, the start of her support system, and then her supporters can support her to get her through this. And all this other nonsense, whenever she feels like she's being pulled back, that she should do that. Don't allow Blueface to use these kids to get to you, because that's all that he does. Carlissa's daughter told Callie, Callie told Carlissa she hates her and she doesn't like her in the video. Carlissa had caused childhood trauma to them. Yes, she did, all of them, and they keep saying that Blue speaks out about that. Let me tell you what I think happened to Blue, right? Carlissa has been doing too much. She needs a break. Let me tell you what I think happened to Blue, right? That Carlissa said out her mouth. I'm going to say, you know, you got to say allegedly about everything, even though the wench said it. I didn't say it, right? So remember, Carlissa said she went to jail for 2 years old when Blue was a child, right? She said Blue was very expressive. He was very outspoken and all the things when she left. She wound up arrested for 2 weeks because she put her hands on the woman. Y'all heard what I said. The woman that she was messing with at the time. And the woman called the cops on her because she put her hands on her. They arrested her for 2 weeks. She was gone. When she got back, she said Blue was a different child. He didn't talk anymore. He was more inward. He was more introverted, all of the things. The first thing that went to my head was, I never heard her say, I sat him down and asked him what happened. I left you was one way. Why don't you talk anymore? Did something happen to you? Did somebody touch you? Because that's what it was given to me. Did somebody touch you inappropriately? Because how does a child go from being so verbal, outspoken? According to her, we know that he was in commercials as a child. And you go for 2 weeks and come back and he's a complete different child. Now talking, he's no longer communicating. He's very quiet. He's very introverted. He doesn't want to be around too many people. He does display in his grown age traits of being something happening to him. I'm not going to say, because I don't know, and I don't have the proof that somebody touched him inappropriately. But that was the time to ask him. Because when the child just switches behaviors and there is no reasoning behind it, you need to get to the bottom of what happened. She never said that. She just said she made it all about her, per usual. Oh, you know, he was mad at me for leaving him for 2 weeks. He was never the same. No, you, where my censor at? You should have asked him. That was the perfect time for you to ask him. Did anybody touch you in a way that makes you, now you're not talking? You used to talk so much before I left. Explain to him, I left by force. I didn't have a choice not to leave. Even if she explained that to him, that does change the fact that he was this outgoing, bubbly child. And regardless of whether or not he missed you or not, what happened to him while you were gone? You missed that opportunity to ask him. And if something did happen to him, it probably was never freaking addressed. But what we got out here now is a pig that's running around on these internet streets dressed in, cosplaying as a sheep, playing as she was the perfect. When every chance that Blueface gets, he tells you what type of parent she was. Dre tells you what type of parent. Callie tells you what type of parent she was. She left those kids in a store to sleep in a store that she had while she was sleeping in a mansion with a man, allegedly. Blue said this on her show, the clip. Not nothing that I make up. I'm making up. And if Bailey is in here and saw the clip, you saw the clip too. If you saw, because Jaden was in that clip. Blue said, no, that's not what happened. So you left us what? Dre was what? I think Dre was 12. And her husband said, you trusted Dre to watch these kids? I was teaching them responsibility. They had to get up and open the store. And Blue was like, we was kids. What do you mean? And she was like, well, that's why I had y'all sitting. He said, no, you had sleeping in there because we was homeless. No, I believe everything he says when he clocks her tea when he's young, because guess what? Every now and then she pisses her sister off. And when she pisses her sister off, her sister goes to below hell and drags her for filth. And the things that her sister tell about her, oh my goodness. You would be like, no, not Miss Perfect. Not Miss Perfect. Her sister allegedly came from her sister's mouth. I ain't saying her sister said she had every STD under the sun. Why she out here playing like she is just this perfect Susie homemaker? It's not true. Exactly. And this is why I believe this is the comment of the freaking day right here. Comment of the day goes to Bailey. Comment of the day goes to Bailey, y'all. Carlissa was running around being a groupie like Nevaeh. Comment of the day goes to Bailey. And this is exactly why, because it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense why she gives Nevaeh. Well, one of the reasons why she gives Nevaeh a pass is because Nevaeh is pillow talking with Blue and sharing everything with Carlissa. She doesn't realize that Carlissa is she's going to be Carlissa's, and she's going to use it against you. Blueface is trying to tell you that you are an airhead. You're not listening. But okay, we're going to sit back and wait for that. You just wait till this baby gets here. And if this baby is not his, because I believe 1% chance that it's Blue's. But this is the comment of the day. Right here. So the first reason is she's getting information from her. The second reason is she's just like she was when she was young. She protects this girl at all costs. So that is the comment of the day of this video. So Carlissa is such a great mother. Yeah, okay. That's why you laugh. It's laughable, right? So let's see, Billy D. YouTube tells your comment. Don't release the comment yet. Let me read it. What about Carlissa said she taught Blue and her son how to? Oh yeah, we can't do the last part of this. We can't release it because of that. You have to reword it. Yes. So yeah. Blue, yeah, what's the name? Can't share that comment, Billy. But exactly. And it wasn't just Blue and her brother, it was Blue's brother and her nephew, the aunt that drags her for filth, because she didn't even know about it. And when she found out about it, she said, what? She taught y'all what? Do you know that is SA? But she's like, wait, why am I this far? No worry, Belly. Like, YouTube held the comment, so we just leave it hidden. She's like, so what? Wait a minute. Why am I just learning about this? She taught y'all how to what? Yeah, she taught them how to give or pleasure orally. the boys. And all of it is so sick to me. So that's why these people out here that even support her a little bit, even though we know toxicity and what people watches. Like even on my channel right here, I used to do true crime. A lot of people, some people interested in, but they're more interested in this stuff that I'm reporting on now. So that's why I say I want to be a multi lingual channel, because I don't like to be put in a box. But like I said, these platforms go by niche, whatever. So this I'm gonna cover like true crime cases, as they come out. It's 2 stories I'm waiting to, continue to cover. I mean, it is what it is at this point. So it makes me think she is the perpetrator, allegedly. Of course she is. For always, it's just like, what? I cannot take it. Yeah, for always. Yeah, she taught them how to please a woman with their mouths. But this is the lady that you got these people out here believing what she says, when all of her lies get debunked in real time with receipts. So her go-to is, oh, she's not talking about Krishan, while throwing subliminals every time she goes live. If people don't criminals, when I see the clips, I catch them all. And she, every single day, she does it. All of them. So it makes me think that she is the perpetrator, allegedly. Yeah, she is. Because, like, yeah, who does that? And she didn't have a problem coming on here saying that. It's not like she's saying, no, they're lying. No, she came on here and doubled down and said, yeah, she taught them. Y'all too sensitive. They need to. Now, all of the things, like, no, Carlissa, that, first of all, they were minors, which makes you a child predator. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say, I never heard her say like she taught them by having them do it to her. I forget how she said she taught them, but they definitely do say it. And somebody played the clip like not too long ago of Dre saying it. Dre did an interview. He did an interview and he was asked that question, and basically he told them, yeah, it's true. Like, he had already been, having specs. He was 13. Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with the cameras. He's dealing with some, and I take mental health issues very serious. You'll never hear me joke about that. Like, I suffered this, from some things too, being a breast cancer survivor, being a narc abuse survivor and a DV survivor. I never play with mental health, because it is not funny. Come on here and weaponize that as it relates to him and his mental health. And it's a sad thing. I felt so bad because he is the brother of Blueface, when he was incarcerated. They were giving him a test to see if he was mentally competent to stand trial. So at first they said no, but then they had to go live on the news for some reason to report that he was back in court, and they were going to tell whether or not he was competent to stand trial for the last thing that he was arrested for. And I just think that it's sad, because he is Blueface's brother, that was broadcasted all over the news. Because if he wasn't his brother, it wouldn't have been. So that's something that I never play with. I don't play with real life issues. You'll hear me get very serious about that, regardless as to who it is or whether I like them or not. I'm a pretty fair person. That's why I can sympathize and empathize with Jaden when it comes to some things. I know that it's going to be an uphill. Jaden's son will be blue. Yeah, the conversations that he's been having with lately, um, uh, with his father is very. It may seem like it may seem like it's innocent, and it's no, it's very disturbing, the conversations that he's having with him, having him to talk down on his mother, and how he is talk about stuff that grown-ups talk about. Oh, don't give her any money, she just wants to buy expensive bags. And then all of these children, including Nevaeh's son, has your mother brought any other men around you? That's not anything you ask children. Let these children be children. What I don't hear him, I don't know if you guys, anybody that's in this live, right? Anybody that's in this live, and if you're in here, make sure you are hitting that like button for me, please. Hitting that share button to share this video out, get it out in the algorithm, and hype up the video when I end this video. But in this live, if you've ever seen Javon playing basketball, that little boy can hoop. That little boy can. I'm talking about, I see him bouncing that ball, he got the moves down pat, cross dribbling with the ball between his legs, and I see him out there with Blueface. I don't hear Blueface saying to him, son, really good at this basketball thing. Like, hey, do you want to play basketball? Like for a league? Do you want to join the children's league? I've never heard him say that. He gets out there and he hoops in the park with kids in the park, but he's really nice with that ball, I'm telling y'all. So I believe that's where they should be steering him away from, in front of that daggone screen all day playing online, where you have predators that are lurking and looking for children that are online all the time. And then Journey, like I said, Journey is very intelligent for her to be 3 years old. She's very articulate. Channel that into something where she has because she does have a big enough platform where she could show where she's saying words and having children repeat those words after her correctly. Channel that into that. Channel him, the fact that Javon hoops, that he's nice with it already. Channel that into getting him onto a team where he can play basketball with other people. It's no telling where that will take him. No, Carlos wants these kids to be on TV in the spotlight and all of that. Javon never liked the camera. We know that from when he was small. He said it. You always have the camera on. When he was younger, you always have the camera on. He doesn't like it. Journey likes the camera. But Journey also is going to wig out in front of this camera and cuss out in front of this camera. But no, she's intelligent. She's articulate. Use that. Hone in on that. And turn that into something else. And Jaden, if you're not going to do it, you need to definitely move Carlissa out the way. You be the manager mom. Stop the cussing though. She did, at least she did admit to she was on that podcast. I'm the one that cusses, so she gets it from me. Let's see what they held your comment for, Danny. Kids have no filters and they are very straightforward. Okay, so yeah, we can show that. That's nothing. She's not saying anything. Yeah, Blueface loves himself so much. Carlos is on Blue Clip saying it's probably AI. Lord, what I'm gonna do is end this video and come back and start another video. I'm gonna go over there and see all the things that Carlos is saying about this video. It ain't no daggone AI video. It is what it is. I think the best way for Jaden to face this is heads on, like she has done in the past. She has already said that I slept with other people. So it's not something that she said, but seeing her and seeing it in action and somebody sharing it as is definitely I know that it wasn't in the cards for her, and it's probably a hard time for her to deal with. And like I said, I'm not an a-hole, even though like I don't agree with her and everything that she says. I'm not an a-hole. I'm a woman first. He's wrong. Whatever he has to compromise, he has coming to him, and whatever, however she decides to either way that she goes, as long as somehow she puts a wedge between her and him, and she has to be strong enough to stand by whatever they come up with. She can do it. She may have to tell Sam, if you see me drifting, hey, pull me back and tell me. If you see him calling, snatch the phone and send it to voicemail. Whatever it is, she's gonna have to give somebody that she trusts something to assist her in getting through this. And the only other thing that she's gonna have to do besides clipping and keeping him to a minimum is clipping and staying away from his mother. Let her talk online. She won't know what she's talking about because she will no longer have access to you. And then you need to find somebody else that you can have your children around while you need to go to work. She does not need to be the one to keep your children. One that questions a child inappropriately about things that she shouldn't question them about. And it shouldn't be a child's place to talk about those things, but you do it anyway. And so Jada needs to really, really sit back about a plan on what she should do to completely free herself from these nut jobs. And I said what I said, and I'm going to end this there so I can do my research, and I'll let you guys know if I'm back on. Definitely my moderators, you will know first. And then will schedule something here online. A lot of times I schedule something and I'm going live within 30 minutes, something like that. But I'm definitely get ready to just go and tap in and see what I can see. And then I'll probably go live again with you all. Thank you for rocking out with me and conversating. And this was good conversating. Shout out to Bailey, who is one of Jaden's supporters, and you definitely see how you can agree and have conversation with people that think differently, support other people, and you can do this in a way where you don't have to be, because in this case I have a little sympathy, a little empathy for Jaden. I just need her to keep hardening her shell to get to that other side. But I'm just saying how this supporters, I'm definitely a Krishan supporter. I'm definitely all of the children, all of them, all of them, even Nevaeh's son. I'm definitely a supporter of him. I did a video about him the other day. I don't like the way they treated him. So the kids, I love the kids. So definitely that one. Shout out to Danny for coming here and keeping things going. This guy here. Well, for always was here. Ali has something to do. We already know what's going on with us. Shout out to Baby A. Hope everything is well with her. That's our little baby of day. For always for jumping in here, and I can't forget my girl. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's where is it? Am I still gonna? Yeah, she is another supporter, but she says she has slowed down on the content too. But if you get a chance, go and follow. Hey, this is Ree. She's still in here. She's going to start putting up more content, but life happens because it's happened to me. And so I do understand, but shout out to her for supporting the channel. Shout out to Danny also for receiving a membership, becoming a new a member, and donating a membership to the channel. I do thank you and love you for that support. And for Rican Detroit, she sent something it will not allow me to show it, but it says Flow State 200 jewels she gave. And it won't even allow me to even click on her name to just even show that. But is Rican Detroit. She gave 200 jewels. It says Flow State. I know YouTube has come up with a lot of these things now that other platforms have. So shout out to her for that. Thank you so much. I see you. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And for anybody else that was hiding in the bushes, I see people. I'm so glad that Krishan and Jada are both not being bothered with. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back and see Bailey, because Bailey has brought to our attention, because I did share in this video that Jaden was laid up with Blueface, but Bailey is saying that that's an old video that he used. So I'm going to try to see if I can go and find that. I'm not denying that, because that's right up his alley. He plays a bunch of games. The one that is marketing. He has mastered social media and the algorithm, and what works for the algorithms and what doesn't, and a lot of things. But he's a real airhead, and everybody knows it. I don't know why people support him. And that's another thing that's going on with Jaden. Jaden is really she's killing it on Kick. He doesn't like that. She's killing it. Her supporters go in his chat and troll them. She don't send them unless he sends people to her chat. Then she'll send them. I've seen clips about that, but they go over there and they troll him on their own. They're her supporters. So yeah, of course, that's what they do. And yeah, Krishan is doing her own thing. She just doesn't give him the time of day. Because she really has no idea what she's really dealing with. And he knows what she wants. And the fact that he keeps denying her child, hopefully, she'll just do what she needs to do. She has a lot of opportunities that have way over the last couple of days. She needs to be focused. Her trainer is not playing with her, and basically, and so I think she has more important things to look out for, because she definitely does not want to lose us in her corner. They definitely support her. They don't play about her, and they basically are part of the reasons why she was able to stay focused and stay away from Blueface so long. So what does he do? He gets on the plane and he goes to, regardless of how many times he tells you he did not. He was in Baltimore. He did spend time with his son in Baltimore. I think it was a mistake for her to even let him in her house, let his energy in her house. I'm big on that. And so he wouldn't have come in my house. I don't care what he was coming to do. He flew to Baltimore, but he's lying about it. The one thing that he is respecting is on camera, but every chance he gets, he drops us a bomb. Other people may not know it. I see it. Even the fact of him changing his his alleged child, that Nevaeh is supposed to be having, to make him his junior. Then you heard him say, Junior. If y'all don't know, Junior, a song that Krishan made for her son when she first had him, before she stopped calling him Junior. And that was the chorus. Junior, Junior. She named her, she named herself after her because she deserved it, she said. Like Blueface had her effed up, had her yearning. And she was like, can't you see I need love? And then she sung again, Junior, Junior, I wish I knew you better, but I'm learning. Because she was a new mother, she was learning, and everything that she did, people condemned her for it. But she was learning, so she made a song about it. She said, I wish I knew you better, but I'm learning. Can't you see I need love? And when he said that the other day, Junior, when he said that part, I already knew he was trolling Krishan right there. It's a subliminal shot against her. So, I peep all things. I've been here since day one. I just was never reporting on this stuff, but I'm reporting on it now because guess what? It is what it is. So anywho, I'm gonna go and do some research, y'all. We've been here a long time, so I'm gonna end the show the way I normally end it, by bringing awareness that men get breast cancer too, because of the stigma surrounding the word breast. We have changed the word to peck and/or chest cancer here on the Survivor Speaks channel. So I'm going to continue to bring awareness that men get breast cancer too, and to all of my ladies, please make sure you're getting your mammograms, filling on your boobies to make sure that you are all right. And don't you dare let anybody come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I am Survivor Speaks. I'll see you guys in the next live video or premiere. If I drop a premiere video, normally I'm in the comments, but if I just upload a video, I just upload it. More than likely I'm not in the comments. But thank you for rocking out with me, and I probably will see you guys again later. Let me go over here and see what I can find via my research. We'll come back over here and we'll talk about it. Shout out to all the new members that received a membership today, and shout out to all the new people that subscribe. Today we at 4.6K. We're 400 and something away from K. So that is something that we are pushing and hoping for. Well, maybe we can get there. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. Peace. If you made it this far, you're officially part of Survivor Nation. So do me a quick favor, smash that like button, hype the video, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to turn on all notifications so you'll be the first to know when I go live or upload new content. Thank you for your continued support. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'm Survivor Speaks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.